dun, 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 dun. Wow, you're good. Did you learn to dance somewhere? I did a little when I was a kid. Dun, 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 dun. I'm sorry. The creators of this game, losers. Let go. Let go. Let us discover the maybe homunculus. What a way to start. Is this blood? Red water in the room. Water. Okay. Whatever you want to do. You know, if you're gonna do a danganronpa on me, it's okay. The floor sags, the walls tremble. The smell of rust, the smell of iron. The smell when you get slapped in the face. The smell... Clean white sheet. Red hands. Hands. So... Are we looking at a serial killer? Hey. Red water touches the skin. Wiping it with a sheet leaves a mark. Disgusting. It's not going away. Rub harder. Again. The skin peels and blood oozes. Is this my blood or the red water? Hey. The red water solidifies. It takes shape. It forms a pattern. It gets defined. Acquires a name. It becomes a story. Hey! Just a random, like, there's a murder. There's red water, there's blood. Whose is it? What's happening? I don't understand. And then it's just, hey, over here, listen. Hey, listen. It's kind of like, from, like, Zelda. Yeah, The Legend of Zelda with the little sprite. I forgot its name. Is it just called Sprite? Ugly thin tears protrude, ribs line up, red water drips and runs on the round head. You become you. I became an anime girl. Truly me. Are you listening? Sorry, I wasn't listening. Well, I always do this. Even when I'm talking to someone, my mind goes somewhere else. I don't mean to. I'm sorry. You did it, didn't you? It is a lie. Why? I don't know if this is like the illusion of choice or not. It is a lie. Why? Sure. A lie? I'm not lying. But my friends always told me that I'm a liar. So mean. I can't count how many times he accused me of cheating on my boyfriend. I wouldn't bother with those kinds of people. My eyes, probably. I can't look people in the eye. It scares me. Even though I'm just always scared and avoid eye contact, it makes people think I'm hiding something. Because I'm weak and pathetic, people often say they want to protect me. This is what you call manipulation. Like, I mean, I guess the game is kind of making me doubt her, because she's the only one I've met. Do we trust our emo anime girlfriend? Or like, I mean, I guess I'm assuming that I'm dating her. Sorry, you don't care. Colonel. Talk. Oh. There's a girl. We've received a new report. I'll read it out. Her name is Okoze Isana. Resides in the city. Ga Prefecture. Unemployed. Lives alone. No marital history. Highest education level is high school graduation. Today about 3:30, we've received a report at Hotel Hebinoashi in Kase Town. When the police arrived, there were bodies of two men. The suspect, Okoze, holding a handsaw, was standing between them. The cause of death for the two men was traumatic shock from multiple contusions and asphyxiation, respectively. The identity of the bodies is unknown. The skin is peeled off all over. Fingerprints are burnt, teeth are shattered, and no wallet or phone was found. Fingerprints from 3 individuals were found at the hotel, and one of them matches those of suspect Okoze. Almost certainly, the investigation team believes that suspect Okoze is the perpetrator of dismemberment and murder. Colonel, your task is to extract motive and modus operandi from her. This case has received high media attention and is likely to influence the military's evaluation. We've received orders from the higher-ups to make sure it's accomplished, Colonel. Do you want to go for a drink after this? Yeah, let's flirt. Let's pick up multiple girls. Are you serious, Colonel? Is your identity wavering? Are you seeking comfort for the night? Do you despise the beauty of the world? May you be happy, Colonel. However, I decline that proposal. I don't want to be loved by anyone. Oh, it's a bit dark. Or maybe she's just being tsundere. She'll come back. Officer, may I? I didn't do anything. I was just minding my own business. Breathing in and out, eating and vomiting, laughing and crying, getting hit, that's all. Life isn't perfect, that's for sure, but not as bad as having to be somewhere like this. Like, it reminds me a bit of like Macbeth, where it's like, you know, like Lady Macbeth ends up helping killing the king, whatever, at the beginning. And then she just starts washing her hand profusely at sinks all the time because she sees blood. You know? Kind of reminds me of that. Because, like, this girl, if she is a killer, I'm not saying she is, but if she was, she would have been seeing a sea of blood, and then she saw blood on her hands, but she didn't know if it was red water or blood. But that's kind of like, it feels like synonymous. It's like, it feels like, you know, it's very synonymous with each other, you know? But I don't want to, I really don't want to say she's a killer. I don't want to doubt her. She's cute. Cute wife could never kill. Now let's begin the tutorial. First, let's talk about the objective of this game. At the end of the game, you'll be asked 2 questions. You must answer them. That is the objective of this game. Your task is to answer her questions. There is no right or wrong answer. Answering her questions is a goal in itself. To reach the answer, the following methods are recommended. Interrogate Okaze Isano. Imagine the reasons. And imagine the outcomes. Who is she? Who was killed? Why was a murder committed? What kind of person is she? Why are you interrogating her? What is this world, and why are you in such a place? This world is terribly multifaceted and distorted. You might think that there is meaning here, and there are only random and meaningless sequences of character. But even then, please don't stop imagining. As long as you continue to imagine, the world should continue to have meaning. Apart from that, there is nothing you can do in this game. That concludes the tutorial. Well then, let's begin the interrogation. Okay, so I just have to imagine shit. And that's easy for me. I'm a very big... I have too much of an active imagination. What's wrong, officer? Is there something on my face? So, what should I talk about? Interrogation. Start. This is like Danganronpa. We need the Danganronpa music. Okay, that isn't Danganronpa, that's Persona. But, you know, you get it. Why did you kill those men? Why were you in that hotel? Let's probably ask that. You mean you're wondering why I was in the same room with 2 men? You wanna know that? To do something you couldn't tell kids? To take a short rest? Or because I gave up on everything? Officer, you can choose for me. Pick whichever you like. I'm not the protagonist of my life. I mean, I'm using cliched words like life and protagonist, but honestly, I'm not smart. I'm dumb. I don't know anything, and I've never even seen a play or a stage performance. You know, if you're dumb, you always have to be cheerful and happy, right? I'm not. People often tell me I'm ugly when I smile. I'm dumb and sad. The worst. If I say that, will you be a little nicer to me? I'm sorry. Other than being like this, I don't really know how to interact well with other people. It's easy to play the victim, isn't it? I don't want to decide anything for myself. I want to be seen as pitiable all the time. So, officer, draw me however you like. That's fine by me. Damn! She really doesn't mind if she's taken away. You have obtained this information, girl without colour. That sounds really sad. This room feels really dark, doesn't it? I wonder why. It feels very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm about to remember something unpleasant. Okay, so I need to choose the right one so she remembers and tells me. Are you acting alone? What is your weapon? I mean, we know the weapon, so are you acting alone? Huh? What do you mean? Ah, you mean there might have been more accomplices? Well, right. After all, you haven't found the weapon yet. There's no way a dumbass like me could ever commit murder alone, right? It's much more natural to think that someone else is framing me for the crime. Do I look like I have a lot of friends? Do I look like I have trustworthy people around me whom I could invite to commit murder together? What do you think? It's hard, huh? Alone. If I were to kill someone, I'd definitely do it alone. Because wouldn't that be awful? Killing someone with someone else would create a strong bond, wouldn't it? A strong, unbreakable bond. A relationship that could never be severed again. I'd rather die than become an accomplice with someone. I don't want to become something so grotesque. Do you have anyone like that? Someone that you'll always be related to in some way, until the end of my life, no matter what happens. Like family, a best friend, or a lover? Isn't it crazy? Being accomplices in murder is a relationship that's as unbreakable as those three, no matter what happens. I mean, I suppose you could see it like that, because you are always in on that secret, aren't you? You know, it reminds me of a certain game that I can't mention for spoiler reasons, but I guess you'd go down the trauma route in that case, you know? Like, you'd be really traumatized. I don't need anything like that. Not even one. Being alone is enough. That's all I've decided. Avoidance of relationships. I mean, what I could see now is that she doesn't want to give herself a defined personality, I suppose. You know, and she's always talking about how others perceive her, I suppose. She doesn't want to be close to other people, which is why she would, I guess, cheat on other boyfriends, like her friends say. That would be a semi-motive for the killings. You know? If she was a murderer. You know? She doesn't want to be weighed down by other people. That is, one motive at the moment. I didn't kill anyone. How can I get you to believe me? I'm unemployed and just play games all day. I'm a shut-in with 0 muscles, and I can't even assemble IKEA furniture. I couldn't possibly dismember a man. Not necessarily. Why did you hold the chainsaw? Why did you dismember them? I mean, I'm just going with the yellow ones. They all just seem more accurate. What do you mean? I don't have a saw. Really? You do, and I have proof. Proof? Are you talking about reality? I don't have it! Colonel. She was in possession of a saw. That's an undeniable fact. Her name was also labelled on it. Lies. It's all lies. That bitch is lying. Colonel, I do not lie. Even if my eyeballs were gouged out and my nails were peeled off, my parents were killed and I was subjected to eternal torture. I will never lie. That will never happen. I don't know about that. Someone is trying to frame me. Why is everyone against me? Is it because I'm weak? Is it because I'm stupid? Is it because I'm worthless? I haven't killed anyone, and I don't have a saw. I don't know anything about a hotel. Someone is trying to frame me. Please just believe me. Even if everyone else disparages me, please extend me your hand. Please. I'm begging you. Colonel, I won't say don't be deceived. According to psychological analysis, Colonel, you have a high level of empathy and logical reasoning. You're a kind person. You can't help but feel hurt when you see a crying woman, can you? That's your strange virtue. Instead, please take a look at this. These are the photographs of the crime at the time. The 2 dismembered corpses with their skin peeled off. Dividing the body is a logical approach. The difficulty of disposal decreases significantly. However, the reason for peeling off the skin is, according to the report from the psychology team, it was to satisfy intense sexual desires. To modify a human into what was once human. An act that deprives the dignity of living corpses. An act of turning living beings into mere flesh. Standing in the sea of blood, suspect Sakaki was in a state of daze, ecstasy and sexual arousal. And on her entire body, traces of victim's sebum and fragments of internal organs were attached to her entire body. She was in a state of frenzy, swinging a wire axe while shouting, "Die!" even at the police officer who discovered the scene. Sir, regardless of whether you sympathize with her or become unsettled, this fact remains unshaken. She killed 2 men and dismembered them. Your job is simply one thing. Please try to understand her. And then my question is, what kind of security measures are they taking to make sure we're safe? If she is, like, this deranged killer. Thing is, I can tell she's not fully sane, right? Like, she definitely has some screws loose, it feels like. But, you know, I'm just in it to want to trust. But, like, look at this, for example, like, what kind of, like, insane person kind of, like, this is not, like, is she, like, an android, maybe, or something? Because, like, this in her arm. Like, are you telling me, she has ribbons in her arm? That already is, like, for me, like, a sign of being okay with, like, I guess, not playing with flesh, but, like, not dismembering either, but you know what I mean. I feel for the average person, the idea of having, I don't know, holes in your skin to connect ribbon, it's probably not one that they are open to. You know, I don't think I would. Probably the most creepy part about her design. I mean, I like it. Like, design-wise, it's very cool, but it's definitely creepy. May I ask you one thing? What is it? It's a cheap, tacky question, but why does everyone believe that they can become nothing after death? I mean, people say there's no heaven, there's no hell. All there is the lower conservation of mass and the increase of entropy. When you die, you no longer feel anything. It's very quiet, not scary or painful. You become nothing. It's the end, and that's all. That's it? Is that your science? Because if you really think about it, it's actually pretty simple. Why did creatures strive so desperately to live? Why did creatures choose the path of evolution? Why do genes and molecules seek stability? Why does everyone work so hard despite such hardships? Isn't it obvious? It's because everyone is afraid of dying. I'm scared and terrified. People become nothing when they die. They become nothing. That's just overly optimistic. I think like this. When creatures die, they are assailed by loneliness and fear, screaming in madness every day, every hour, every second. Forever. Forever the pain continues. That scares me. Perhaps the universe yearned for creatures. What were you talking about? I don't know. I thought you wanted to hear it. Why did you hold a handsaw? I mean, the thing is, this chick is also throwing out, like, dark shit. Like, when you die, you don't go to heaven or hell, and there's not nothingness. It's just a pit of nothingness, like I said before, but instead you're assailed with constant loneliness and fear, and it's never ending. So basically, a living hell that isn't hell, but is just, like, nothing. Like, yeah, that is scary to think about, but, like, you do realize you're being committed or charged for murder. I think you're just putting doubt into my mind a bit more. You know, I'm not gonna let you get off scot-free, no matter how much empathy I may have. You still need to pay retribution. The reason why the murderer brings a wire saw to the scene? Do you really need to ask that now? What's wrong, officer? Pull yourself together. You have obtained information. She fears death. I mean, that also, I guess, is a point for her, that she wouldn't do this. Because if she does, like, commit a murder, then obviously she's going to die, most likely. She's, like, killed 2 people very brutally. Capital punishment seems kind of obvious. So, I don't know. Hey, officer, can I ask you a question too? What? I like, was like, what? Like in all caps. Where exactly are we? Why are you investigating a murder case? Isn't that usually the police's job? Is there something you're hiding from me? Maybe I'm the killer. Maybe my reality is distorted and I'm seeing this girl. Maybe she's an illusion. Maybe I'm the killer. And maybe I'm, like, deluded. I'm now, like, thinking back to Shutter Island. Flashbacks. I'm like trying to think of the ending. You're not going to answer, are you? It feels weird being interrogated. I'm just answering your questions. Your expressions, tone, gaze, and responses clearly tell me what kind of person you are. It's hard to tell who's interrogating whom. Or maybe it's the opposite. I'm smiling like normally. That face you make when you look at me. And your eyes. It's like you're reaching to kill me. Like a stray dog abandoned in hell. Thank you for the very realistic looking picture. May you always be happy. I don't like this feeling. It's irking me. And then the happy music plays. Like, may you always be happy. And it's like, dun, 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 dun. No, it's like we're having a party now. I'm getting hungry. We've been trapped here for half a day already. The last thing I ate was a sandwich. It was a mistake. There was cucumber in the egg sandwich. I like cucumbers, they're so refreshing. Eggs are great too, they're soft and fluffy. But when you put them together, it's the worst. Whoever came up with that must have had a grudge against humanity, right? The softness of the eggs disappears and the cucumber's grassy flavour becomes too prominent. It's unfortunate that they even met. That happens sometimes, you know? Talking about food just made me even hungrier. I'm hungry. Hold on a little longer, cowboy. Colonel, she is still a suspect. We have an obligation to treat her humanely. Shall we send some food in? What do we make her eat? I mean, she's not a lobster kind of girl. Human pasta. What? Or katsudon. Let's give her katsudon because I'm not giving her human pasta. That just sounds really grotesque. When it comes into interrogation, this is it. Is this really a katsu dish? It's just chicken cutlet on top of rice. No egg either. You can't call this a katsu bowl. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't mind it. In this tiny town, you can't get anything but synthetic ingredients. Wasn't it 5 years ago when chickens went extinct? It's a shame. I wanted to see them too. Those birds. They had wings and could fly in the sky, right? I wonder if that felt free. I mean, isn't it easier to just walk? Well then, bon appetit. Nom 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 nom. Gluk 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 gluk. Yeah, not that good. I had to try give it 1000% of my beak. Faithful footsteps. Excuse me for interrupting you, Colonel. The Senate is calling for you. Please come to the Insect Memorial Tower immediately. Insect Memorial Tower? What? Are we insects? Memorial Tower sounds like, you know, like in memory of something. Like, insect? Are we insectoids? What is it? I do not know, Colonel. I'll be there. Huh? Are you going somewhere, officer? Okay, I'll wait for you, so don't worry. I'll be a good girl. See ya! Don't wanna be ya! Catwalk. A corridor that military personnel must pass through when going into the city. It's so clean that it's a bit scary. A boundary between something and something else. I mean, it literally just looks like I'm walking through hell. Now there's an eye? Good afternoon, Colonel. And who are you? You don't even know that anymore, do you? Who I am doesn't matter. Colonel, take a good look around. Does this look like somewhere you should be? Were there street lights lined up on the pitch-black roads? Did the White Queen give you treacherous sweets? What about the noble lion? Where is the proud knight of the mice? Why are you even here? You would never wish for a world like this. You who loved the world and believed in adventure. And who are you? Poor soul. There's nothing good left here. My condolences. Did I cause this? The Loon Street. The bustling streets of the city, strange buildings line up along the way. There aren't many people walking, but for some reason it feels oddly lively. This feels like a Sire moment, where all I see is like grotesque creatures everywhere, and the main protagonist is like, oh yeah, it's normal. What the heck? What's going on here? Well, I'm excited to see you here, King. Alright, now, was it Colonel that we addressed you as? I apologize for my foolish nature. If it was rude, then please forgive me. Whatever. I'm told 3 minutes ago I forgot about 2 minutes. That's just who I've decided to be. Remembering things from the past isn't enjoyable at all. Who are you? As if you've forgotten everything. Or perhaps you never knew it in the first place. As what the creator of the world desired. The one who created this world. The resident of this world. Then let me answer again. Who am I? What's my name? Where do I live? What's my date of birth? My name is Count Pascal. No, I discarded that name 10 years ago, didn't I? Or maybe I'm the footless zombie. I've forgotten the origin of that, though. I apologize, my lord. I have too many names. I can't even remember my true name anymore. I'm sorry, but could you forgive me for skipping that question? Not that I know the answer to any of the other questions, though. Are you going to the Insect Memorial Tower from here? Or you've been summoned to the Clock Cardinal of the Senate, haven't you? He is quite an intriguing character. The only one in this ambiguous world who seems to fulfill his role with a firm resolve. He must have very strong emotions driving him. It's not joy or pride, though. It's probably because of sadness or anger. Otherwise, people wouldn't become so resolute. Oopsies, my apologies. You shouldn't keep the time-obsessed gentleman waiting. Farewell, I have to go. King, allow me one last piece of advice from your loyal retainer. Please don't forget this. You're not the kind of person to blame everything on someone else and run away, or to sink yourself in the sweet despair and fall asleep like a coward. You're not the kind of person to blame everything on someone else and run away, or to sink yourself in the sweet despair and fall asleep like a coward. Okay. I want the true ending. I'm going for Pro Max. So maybe the girl is innocent. Facing sorrow, not turning away from pain, or maybe I am the killer. Maybe I am the one who killed, and I'm trying to look away from my crimes. Now, turning away from pain, swimming in dark loneliness, yet still gazing up at the brilliant sky. A person with the strength to fight, who believed in love and courage. Please never forget that. Farewell, my king, and safe travels. Here may be the worst place, but it's surely enjoyable. Maybe this girl is maybe a deceased loved one. Insect Memorial Tower. A tower erected nationwide during the Edo period for the memorial service of agricultural pests. Many believers gathered to pray for the demise of those who harmed humans. At the top of this long staircase, the Clock Cardinal should be waiting. Frankly, it's quite challenging. That's kind of good though. You know, getting your workout, getting your steps in for the day. Praise, praise, praise. The death of rats, the suffering of pests, the end of our enemies, foul fleeing creatures. You should have died. You should never have been born. May there be mercy for their souls. May there be peaceful, eternal darkness. He just looks like a corpse. He looks like a corpse of a crazy man. It's kind of hilarious. Ah, Colonna, you have finally arrived. What is it? It's an important matter I can't make the judgment alone. At the same time, it's something hard to believe, even for myself. Do you remember the beginning of the world? Beginning of the world? Do you not know? This world was made suddenly. If my clock is correct, this world began on 8/9/2024 at 12:42 p.m. Wow, way to dox when I'm recording this. Way to dox it. It's almost like the world 5 minutes ago hypothesis. I don't particularly dislike skeptical assumptions, though. Even so, it's too much like science fiction. I see, you really don't remember anything, do you? Why? Why am I the only one perceiving this? Is some kind of torture? Well, then let me tell you a little bit about what I remember. The last thing I remember is a primordial world woven by someone's wish. It was a beautiful and yet fierce sight. Already there was me, a me with a purpose called the Clock Cardinal. There's no connection between yesterday and today. It's like opening a book for the first time and starting from the middle of the page. Until this world began, this world didn't exist anywhere. Is such a thing possible? Is it permissible? Where in the world are we, and who are these people? Why isn't anyone questioning the situation? The only thing I understand is this. This is reality. Not imagination, not a dream. This hazy view is our reality. From here on, my memory is also vague. A creature like a rabbit. I feel like an ugly monster resembling a rabbit fulfilled someone's wish, acting like an angel. Can you remember that rabbit? The girl who dragged out her story like pulling out intestines. Kinda. I see, that's wonderful, I'm glad. I wasn't alone yet after all. That rabbit said this, I will fulfill your wish. It's a vague memory. Who is you? Perhaps that's the key to this world. You have to fulfill someone's wish. I don't know who that is though, but I can't help but think that's the purpose of this world. Or perhaps it's just because it's my role to think that. Which do you think is happier, someone with no role at all or someone with a clearly defined role? You don't have to answer, just an old man's ramblings. Perhaps the root cause of this anomaly lies with that damn annoying QRAA. And this land, such a massive crossing of realities can only be attributed to QRAA. What happened, why it happened, up to that point, I really have no idea. I am an elder, a presence of the past. Something fading, and an observer, a bearer of wisdom. I see. Colonel, if I recall correctly, your mission was to interrogate a murderer, wasn't it? Are you enjoying your conversation with her? I am. I see, and that's good to hear. If that's the case, I'm happy too. Wait, why is that? Why would I be happy? Perhaps I am your... Thank you for coming all the way here today. Wait, is he gonna be like, perhaps I am your father? And that's why I'm happy. Because if the main protagonist is like full of torment, then I guess everyone is probably some relation to the main character. And, you know, people he knew, people he may have trusted, etc., etc. The business is concluded. You may leave now. It's late, so you should go home. Be careful on your way home. Okay. If this world were created by someone's wish, then it's too introspective. Can we just go back to the girl? You know, I feel like this is getting too deep, you know, for the protagonist. And for me. You know, maybe it's gonna like be a full break and be like, we are granting your wish. A wish to escape reality for just a few hours. You returned home. Perhaps due to exhaustion, your entire body feels as heavy as mud. Well, what should I do? Look outside or take a smoke? Look outside. A gentle blue light is softly illuminating. The ones bustling back and forth on the street are probably cleaning AIs. The scenario isn't half bad. The chaotic neon lights... I also like how they call it scenario. Kind of like it was a written world. But I guess we were told to keep imagining. No matter what, keep imagining. Maybe we have to go against that. Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking. No more think. Only do. Only act on instinct. Like cat. There's no unity there. All that exists is a condensation of desire, and it's simple. You like the city because no one here is interested in others. What you dislike is mountains, forests, rivers, rural scenery. It reminds you of your childhood. Yeah, that's right. You must have hated it. Since a long time ago. You must have wanted to disappear. Why are you here? As you gaze at the window glass, expressions are reflected in it. Who are you? Who are you? Who... are you? Fuck. You slowly lie down on the bed. May I receive a gentle hug, even just in a dream? Is he escaping from reality, from a murder that he committed? Because he's having so many flashbacks to things we don't know of. Like, what is this? This looks like a lump of flesh. This must be... his reality. Should I do? What should I do? I'm meant to do this. I'm such an idiot. Don't move anymore. Someone please help me. Well, he's definitely suffering. I'm sorry to be born. Please always stay by my side. If only we haven't met. Please don't let me be alone. You shouldn't forgive such a dumb me. This world is wrong. Hey, look, what a beautiful sky. Die. I love you. Please don't tell me he killed his wife. 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 Please don't tell me this is his wife that he's manifesting because he killed. Oh, what's wrong, officer? You seem like you're about to cry. Did someone bully you or something? Hey, don't look so angry. Anyway, shall we continue our interrogation game? Like, he also said she said that he had it look like he wanted to kill her. Why would he give her that look? I really feel like, in reality, he killed someone like this. Oh, it's gonna be a dark game, man. We're going down a dark path. Ignore the happiness. Ignore the happy music. It's trying to trick you. Anyway, shall we continue our investigation game? You have something you want to ask, don't you? Until you do that, it won't end, will it? Or you don't want this to end? For what reason? I don't know, maybe you want to talk to me more? But officer, you don't seem to be enjoying yourself. Why aren't you smiling? It's not like you can smile only if you're having fun. Or maybe you're wearing a sad expression because it's tough. You must have been surrounded by kind people. That sounds nice. You have something you want to ask me, don't you? You can ask me anything. I think it's probably better if we asked, have you ever tried to want to kill someone? Yeah. Wait, what? Of course I have. Everyone has, right? Might not be the same way, of course, but there's no way not everyone has thought of that. If there's anyone who says they've never felt that way even once, I wouldn't forgive that person. Who do you want to kill? Asking about personal matters, huh? I guess it can't be helped since it's an interrogation, but I think it's worse than asking about the first time you had blunk blunk blunk. Do I really have to tell you? Of course. I've never told a lie. Everything I've said is true. That's why I'm saying, if I answer your question, how should I put it? I'll end up in a really victimized, miserable state. I still have to talk about it? Well, I guess so. Me. The one I wanted to kill is me. In this shitty existence of a life, I've never once wanted to kill anyone other than myself. Everyone's so beautiful, aren't they? It's not about being smart or athletic or kind or anything like that. Just being able to do ordinary things normally. There's a very beautiful thing to that. Actually, special people aren't really that great. Like celebrities, artists, or people called heroes or saints. Or nowadays, maybe YouTubers would be a more relatable example. Those people are just desperately trying to be loved. Because they weren't loved by anyone. They're screaming and crying desperately until their throats are parched. That's kind of cute and truly beautiful. I mean, I guess struggling for affection is a beautiful thing, but not in the exact way that she describes it. In the way she describes it, it sounds like, how do I put it nicely? The brain of a serial killer. To see people suffering, oh my god. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It really is. It really is psychopath. So-called ordinary people. I find that term repulsive, but people who live as terribly beautiful people who live as terribly beautiful human beings, quietly gazing at the everydayness here, without screaming or going mad to obtain love as humans. I think there's nothing more beautiful than that. I wanted to be someone like that. That's how I wanted to kill myself. A stupid, inadequate, foolish, miserable, filthy human being. A dirty piece of garbage mixed in among so many beautiful things. It's obviously better if there's nothing like that, right? I told you, didn't I? There's nothing interesting about hearing this kind of stuff, right? Of course not. Your heart can understand this. This is my own feelings, after all. So, officer, I haven't admitted to any crime, and I haven't committed any serial murders either. But I wouldn't mind at all if you sentenced me to death. That doesn't scare me at all. She said she was scared of death. She never tells lies. So she's scared of death, but she's not scared of death. She must tell lies. Unless it's two of her. Could you imagine that plot twist? She has a twin sister? You don't have to tidy up so meticulously. Are you just neat, or are you pathologically kind? Seriously, why would you do something like this for me? I don't get it. I guess I was right, you're a kind person, aren't you? I like people like that. Should I do something in return? What? Why would you say something like that? I don't get it. I don't always be smiling. I just don't want to feel sad. Really? Is my smile really that creepy? Huh? Really? I don't know. This is the first time anyone says something like that to me. But I'm happy. Okay? Do you maybe like me? You talk weird. You use lots of big words. I don't understand what you're saying at all. And you look like you're always thinking about sad things. Yeah? And you're still happy? Why can you say that so confidently? Is it not a lie? Is it true? Wouldn't someone get angry? That's nice. I might want to know more about you. hey, can we maybe meet again sometime? I'll do anything you want, so... Huh? Is that enough? Then will you talk to me? Yeah, I get it. Sure, ask me anything, and I'll answer. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. I'm not very smart, so I might not be good at talking. I'll do my best, okay? This sounds like a reflection, again, into reality of this girl and this guy. Oh, it's like grinding my gears. What are you looking at? I was looking at your face, officer. You're mysterious, you know? When I look at you straight on, you don't change. But when I change the angle just a little, you look like a completely different person. Have you ever thought about who you are? See, I'm obvious, right? The reason I'm here in this situation, in this position, is cynical and disgusting, isn't it? Officer, who are you? Sorry for saying strange stuff out of the blue. Who am I? To be honest, I don't know. Why did you skin them? What were you like as a child? Weird questions. Perhaps you become interested in me, huh? Just kidding. No way. No one's interested in me, right? When I was a child... There aren't many good memories. My hometown is far away. Something to think about, and also sad. Something to sing about. Even if I became worn out and a beggar, in a foreign land, there's still a place to return to. A poem by Muros Saise. It's not like I particularly like it. But when I try to remember the past, it somehow comes to mind first. I hate my hometown. You know, I was born in Kumamoto, actually, in the city, near the prefectural office. Have you ever been there? Probably not. You know, I was actually raised in Saitama Prefecture, but I was born in Kumamoto. There's a big avenue of ginkgo trees in front of the Kumamoto Prefectural office. I used to walk there with my grandpa often when I was a kid, picking up ginkgo nuts. The other day, I went to my grandma's house for the first time in a while. Nobody lives there anymore, but it just felt right, you know? And so, as I reminisced about memories with my grandpa, we walked along the row of ginkgo trees. I was really attached to my grandpa. He had dementia and eventually passed away, but he was like a father to me. It's strange how you feel at times like that. Like you want to cry, but you're also happy and lonely too. While I was walking, feeling that sense of loneliness, it was there. A golden bronze statue, with one arm raised, wearing a straw hat. Monkey D. Luffy. What? Wow, One Piece reference? Strange, but One Piece reference? See, this has to be his mind. Like, there's no way in the fucking town there's, like, some dedicated shrine for a One Piece guy. I mean, I get it, right? Like, people love One Piece, but, like, a memorial statue amongst ginkgo trees? When I looked, there was one, and at the exit of the Ginkgo Avenue, there was a bronze statue of Luffy from One Piece. All my memories were blown away, weren't they? No, it's fine. I like One Piece. In fact, I like it so much I even like the romance spin-off. There's a romance spin-off? Dear Lord, may I never come across One Piece, or like, attempt to go over One Piece. I can imagine 20 spin-offs later. You know, you think there's 1,000, and then in reality there's like 5,000 just because there's like 50 spin-offs. But a little, I mean, well, it's not like it was bad, but... Oops, I got off track again. Sorry. What kind of child I was, right? I wonder if I had any friends. As you can tell, I'm pretty bad at making friends. Even in middle school and high school, I never had any friends. After turning 20, I managed to make a few male friends. But even now I don't have any female friends. But back in high school there was this girl called Kagami. She was what you'd call a delinquent with a really fierce glare, and often got scolded by the teachers. I did like her. She was a sad person. Apparently her family situation was really messed up. That's what I heard from people anyway. I guess that's why she never let anyone get close to her. Like a porcupine afraid of pricking others, she just kept a distance from us. I actually wanted to be friends with her. I actually followed her home once, and I wasn't really thinking deeply about it. I just thought maybe something would work out. Because, you know, I couldn't just talk to her at school, right? It would be sad if people thought two pitiable people hanging out together, wouldn't it? But she was smiling and having fun with her friends, like You're one of those who don't have friends at school but have plenty back home, huh? Well, yeah, I guess that's the kind of person I was. Even though it's just that nobody really had any interest in me. I misunderstood and thought everyone hated me. I was such a miserable, boring, dumb, and worthless person who could only satisfy my own self-esteem by looking down on others. Yet, even so, I was still human. Because I didn't have anything precious at all. Oh, something that was human. See, how to dig deep into psychology, you know? The game was to play on your emotion, you know? Like, the thing is, there is definitely a motive. The motive is clearly she not despises people, but I guess despises herself. Because she probably despises people. You know? She was probably treated badly in a lot of ways that she can't even recount. She seems to have some kind of form of amnesia, or she suppressed a lot of stuff, I would say, from what I'm getting. She was very lonely. She experienced a loss. You know, there was definitely... She wants to avoid human connection. You know, there's definitely a lot deep-rooted issues there, which could lead to a motive, if we're gonna go that far. But I'm just trying to stay local. You know, I don't want to be swayed by emotions. Because I don't think it'd be good. Huh? No, it's nothing. I'm not tired. I'm not bored either. Talking with you is fun. Well, you know, you keep asking all these questions like an interrogation. About my childhood and stuff, and my dreams for the future. Things that don't matter. At first I thought, oh, maybe this person is interested in me. But now I'm starting to feel indifferent. How can you say such mean things so bluntly? Yeah, you definitely don't have many friends, do you? There's no way you do. You're so unsociable, so cold. I'm sorry. I hurt your feelings, didn't I? I didn't mean to... Why are you laughing? Because... What else can you do? I just don't know how to do it. I didn't read a lot. Shh. What? It's not at all... No. Please don't look at me like that. How can you stay so cool? I'm just dumb. Yeah? Really? You really like humans, don't you? I hate them. Us. Because everyone's mean. Dogs and cats, they're kind. Maybe they're just dumb, but still. Even the mean side of humans? Do you like that about us? You're weird. I want to be like you too. If I could, like everyone like that. It sounds like it would be fun. No? But why? Can I only be by myself? Why do you keep saying such sad things? Be nicer, like on TV. Yeah. Because I hate myself. I'm dumb, I can't do anything. I'm terrible at talking. I'm worthless, right? So, please, say those things more nicely. Look me in the eyes. Think about my feelings. How can you say such stuff like that? Like it's nothing. Thank you. I'm really happy. Really, 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 really happy. I get it. You only say what you really think, huh? It's not that you can't say it, you just choose not to. That's your decision, huh? Isn't that tough? Weird, isn't it? Being if things ever get really tough and you feel like you can't go on anymore, call out to me. I'm an idiot and can't do much, but being there for you, at least that much I can do. Is that okay? Yeah. Got it. Then it's a promise, okay? Oh. Like, it's very hard to know what's happening in those talks. Like, it really feels like this girl. Like, or like a similar, like a situation is replicating in real life. Like, this is a dream world, but then that was reality. And that happened in reality where they talked a lot like an interrogation, but it wasn't actually an interrogation. And this guy is simulating it in his mind again and recreating it. But obviously it's an actual murder because it's his mind. He's imagining. Well, like, that's my fear at the moment.
Officer, just how much longer do you plan on interrogating me? Well, I do like to chat, especially with you. But I've been sitting here for so long, my body feels stiff as a board. After the next question, how about we chat while taking a stroll somewhere? We can continue the investigation, or whatever. Oh, no? Boo.
Well, at least you get to hear my voice. What is your dream? What's your relationship with those men?
Huh. Do you really want to know that? Huh, okay. They were strangers. I really don't know them. When I realized they were dead,
there was something once was human.
Or maybe I just can't remember. You know, I do feel something, just a little bit. It's weird, isn't it? It's like I'm hella spiritual or something. I think, maybe, I'm blocking myself from remembering who they are. If I remember who they are, I feel like I'll fall apart immediately. And that's not just me. Officer, have you ever wished to be loved by someone? I don't know. I don't really like people. Like, kids scare me. The thought of someone touching me gives me the creeps. But I can't trust myself by myself. I can't convince myself that I'm a good person that deserves to live, but still, I love this beautiful world. I love the moonlight. I love the hustle and bustle of people. I love the beat of my heart. I want to stay in this place, even if I have to cling to it. I mean, sometimes I feel like just ending it all. But I still want to be here. So I want to be loved. Tell me that I can be here. You can lie. Or be wrong. Tell me what you want me. That you love me. And hold me. If you keep feeding me the lie, I'll forever live off of it. But if someone truly from the bottom of their heart loved me, we would be completely different from who we are now, wouldn't we? That's both very beautiful and very scary, isn't it? But deep down I know, the more I wish to be loved by someone, the more I'm denied. Officer, have you asked everything you wanted to? Is it okay if we end it here?
End the investigation? Help me. Oh, this girl's like just a big like red warning siren, you know? That there's an oncoming train that's going right in the middle of my heart. Like, she's not leaving any room for my heart to be mended. I don't really see it that way, though. You often call yourself dumb or helpless, perhaps as a form of self-defense, or maybe because people around you have said that. Actually, I think you're smart. I'm just stating the facts. Why do you look at me like that? You often say that. There's no such thing as a weak person. They're just trying to adapt to their environment. The kind of strong people you talk about. I actually think they seem quite burdened. The lion, the world's best hunter, is on the brink of extinction, while the rabbit with only its speed thrives. Your weakness, I think, is really beautiful. That humility, that timidity, is one of humanity's shines. I think it's questionable to only praise courage and kindness. Or if you insist that you're not smart, that's fine too. But that stupidity was still a means to adapt to the environment. It's a weapon you've chosen to survive in this tough world. Hey, aren't humans truly beautiful creatures? Each wielding weapons of vastly different and complex emotions, facing this terrifying society with bravery and determination, just like heroes in stories. There's no other creature like humans, huh? It's frightening how humans, as creatures, hold immense amounts of information deep within their hearts, and rarely reveal it to the outside world. When I talk to someone, I always feel like I'm facing an enigmatic monster, carrying such a huge burden, silently forming society as a collective without a word of complaint. Just like any ordinary person you'd find anywhere. That's almost like a story of hope, isn't it? Maybe I'm a very pessimistic person. Maybe I'm in despair about the world. After all these years of living, I still can't give a clear answer when asked why I'm not dead yet. But I believe.
Earthly hope must be utterly shattered. Only then can one save themselves with true hope. I mean, this right here, honestly, as this person said, they may be a pessimistic person, but I also believe this, to be honest. I feel like if you experience something truly despairing, you know, like Danganronpa style, you can come out of it with true hope, you know? After you've struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled, hit down multiple times, you have the chance to, you know, save yourselves. Really find hope, because you learn from experiences and mistakes, and obviously going through harsh times, you know, you need to cope, you know? You need some copium, which then turns into hopium. But that takes time and, you know, effort, I guess, you know? You struggle, you maybe take bad decisions because of like certain bad things that happen, like grief and all that. You know, people go down wrong paths, but it's never too late, you know, after digging yourself into the most utterly shattered world, to bring yourself out and save yourself with true hope. Never too late. But that's, you know, it's like the pessimism in me fighting with the optimism. It's an old saying. I'm searching for true hope. For me, it's probably something that I can only find after desperately pushing through the depths of humanity, experiencing numerous miracles along the way. Surely that's what it means for me to love the world. So, talking to you like this is truly enjoyable. Also, you know, even though we must have walked completely different paths, I feel like we share a very close personality. Is that so? What do you think we humans need to do to find hope? How do you think we can confront this wonderful world? Love? Love, huh? That's interesting. It was something I hadn't considered. I do love humanity as a species, but I've always lived rejecting interaction itself. It's simply a matter of complexes. I like empathy and sociability. When surrounded by many people, I feel like a useless burden. Hey, preach, my brother, preach. It's not necessarily a bad thing, though. It's a shining trait of humanity, isn't it? Why do you seem so happy about it? I see. Love, huh? Love. It's worth considering, I suppose, but I can't seem to muster the courage. It's certainly not my forte. Why do you think we humans have such disparities between our thoughts and actions? I think it's because of fear. You know, I feel like fear gets in the way a lot of times. You know, fear of rejection and the vulnerability of getting hurt ourselves. You know, because obviously we don't want to be sad. Love, huh? Thank you. I found a new theme. We've been chatting quite a bit again, haven't we? It's getting late. Perhaps it's time for you to head home. The last train will be departing soon, so let me walk you to the station. Why are you glaring at me with such resentful eyes? Oh, it seems like the girl he's talking to seems to love him, and he's just not taking the hint. To be fair, I don't blame her if she got angry, because like if somebody's like talking like that to you, it's kind of like, bro, you know, she's hinting at you. She's hinting. Like, sure, I would say, I'd prefer someone to just come out and say it, like, bro, I love you. But you know, sometimes, I mean, most people seem to like to do things more subtly, so he should pick up on those. He really is socially inept. Why are you crying? Huh? What? I'm not crying. Really? Huh? Alright. Why? I didn't even realize. I feel like I remember something nostalgic for a moment. And you? Probably remember the same thing of you. Have we met before? We, huh? I can't help but laugh. You really are an unstable being, aren't you? You're struggling to define who you are. Do you have any regrets? You're truly dumb. Well, but, yeah. If I really do wish for that, then I don't really mind, though. It's raining, isn't it? Officer, do you like the rain? I like it. I mean, I like rain, but, like, not thunderstorm rain. That makes me, like... I mean, I like it and I don't like it, you know?
I have good memories of like coming home, you know, it's raining, it's dark in the winter, cuddling in a nice warm blanket, watching and falling asleep to some kind of program. Those are kind of good memories. And you got the bad memories of like being lonely, it's raining, it's thunderstorming, you know. So it's kind of like a mix. But I would say mostly I like the rain. I also like just to like stand in the rain. You know, sometimes it just feels refreshing. I see, it's lovely. I like the rain too. Water falling from the sky, it's fun, isn't it? Hey, what kind of person do you think I am? I think you're a kind girl. That's fine, isn't it? I tried some boring but sweet story. I haven't committed murder, I'm just a slightly mischievous girl. I am probably just here because of some government conspiracy or something. Maybe. Shall we escape from here together? If we do that, surely many pursuers will come. So shall we board the Galactic Railroad and aim for a distant star? I hate boring endings. I heard a tear-jerking ending. I want to dance until the end. But that's contradictory, isn't it? Because if you like those old-fashioned love romances, the creator of the world wouldn't desire such a twisted world. The interrogator and the tormented and wretched woman. I don't know everything. You don't either, right? I can tell something's starting to fray, though. Creator of the world was told that I will grant any one wish and wish for this world. So I'm not expecting a happy ending. But if you truly wish for it from the bottom of your heart... Hey, officer. That habit of yours hasn't changed. Tapping your fingers on the desk to keep rhythm. You do that when you're thinking, don't you? Hey, have you already realized? Or are you still unaware? Don't you want to think about it? Can't you remember? You really don't know who I am? You really don't know who you are? I'm your... You're my TV? Yeah. I think this guy's a bit crazy. Yeah, I don't think she's crazy. I mean, shock horror? I mean, they're very interesting pieces of artwork. Or, like, pictures. I can say that much, but, like, for him to only remember that, you know, this really feels like something out of a Denpa. It makes you question your reality and your connection to others. I'm your... what? What was I to you? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember anything anymore. What I last remember is... Ah, yes. My wish has been granted. Wish. My wish has been granted. Just like a magic lamp. A wish hidden deep in the heart. One that I don't want to show to anyone. Dragging out filthy entrails, exposing them. Please stop. Please don't look. Please don't show me. That's my dirtiest spot. Even I don't want to see it. But it's my core. The core of my heart, my blood. Forms a shape. Stands up. And it's disgusting. Men want only one thing, and it's truly despicable, or disgusting, or horrible, and it's this. Red entrails. No one asked for it. No one allowed it. I'd have died before such a wish gets granted. I wish so hard for it to never come true, even if that'd mean my death. That's how much I loved you. So did she get murdered? Or did he murder for her? Yeah, I think it's definitely along those lines. Excuse me for interrupting, sir. It's about time for the end of the day. Oh, already? I still feel like chatting more, though. Will you come again tomorrow? Just kidding. That's the job of a military person, right? Let's play again tomorrow. Let's play. Not investigate. Or interrogate, sorry, not investigate.
Let's just play to our heart's content. There's no murder, there's only happiness in this world. The quiet sound of rain strikes the eardrum with strangely loud noises. This room. I hate it here. It feels like it's going to remind me of something unpleasant. Or perhaps, do I wish for that? Let's just go to sleep. Tomorrow will surely be another terrible day. At least may my dreams be gentle. You have no right to wish for something like that. Well, he's committed a sin. And maybe it's in a Mori situation where it was an accident. But I guess not, because he was like, that's how much I loved you. I don't know. I'm kerfuffled. And that day I had a dream. A terribly nostalgic dream. It was something I couldn't open my eyes and face directly. Yet the scene was projected onto my closed eyelids without mercy. I didn't wish for that at all. Not in the least. Ooh, a change of art style. Okaze. Real life, just like, not pixel art, but more 2D wife. Oh, look, which is cuter? This one or this one? I'm trying to like look at the similarities. I mean, I think she's cuter. Even though I guess they're the same people. So I guess it really is a reality. Hey. Hey. I said hey. Oh. She cute, she cute. What's wrong? You're spacing out. Did you have a scary dream or something? It really was that, huh? For you to make that kind of face, it must have been quite something. Come on. I'll give you a pat on the head. Psych, bed dive. What? Ha ha ha. Sorry. You know, because I'm kind of dumb, I don't really know how to make your fears go away. But I can share the fear with you. So if you have a scary dream, let's sleep together. Let's scream and cry together in the dream. I'll hold your hand the whole time. No matter what happens, I'll be here with you. So please never forget that. She's not a killer. She's my wife. Or maybe she's a killer, but she's still my wife. Waking up, I kept hitting the wall of my room so hard it felt like it would break. In the morning, Kasamachi is filled with an impersonal buzz. Looking up at the sky, the automated maintenance drones busily check the entire town, but there's not a single human figure in sight. In this town, there is not a single thing without meaning. We have detected a foreigner. As the maintenance drone whinnies, they all depart simultaneously into the distance. Today too, it will surely be another dreadful day. How is it dreadful if you're spending it with your wife? Hey, officer, guess what? Today we're going on a date. Bullshit. What? I apologize for any miscommunication. Is that your... Today we'll be conducting a psychological evaluation on suspect Okaze Isana. Our interrogation is based on the interrogation protocol of Nicholas Chardon. In addition to observation in closed spaces during the process, observation in general social spaces is recommended. From now on, Colonel, you will accompany her and report on her social symptoms. Social symptoms? The destination will be chosen by suspect Okaze Isana. There is also part of the psychological evaluation process. I like how I give her like a deep voice, but like she's Never mind. It has been a while since our last walk. I'm looking forward to it. I've been indoors for 2 days straight, and my back is hella stiff. Safety is assured, so Colonel, please ensure her surveillance. Understood. You're so gullible, officer. Do you really understand why you and I are going out together? I don't get it. There's no way I could. I don't even want to know anything. But I'm looking forward to it. I hate being outside though. But when I was a kid, I used to skip school, and I like going for walks. Not being where we're supposed to be. Or maybe, I wonder if I actually like being outside. Back when I was still a child. Come to think of it, I think I like the sky and the grass. Never mind. Well then, have a good time, Colonel. May your adventure be incredibly enjoyable.
I wonder who like colonial is to the guy then.
Whoa, I'm getting excited. Anyway, I can behave normally even outside. I just need to prove that I haven't committed murder, right? Huh? Isn't that how it works? In your minds, I'm pretty much already considered a murderer. So is this like observing a murderer? I know, I've seen it in overseas dramas. FBI agents doing stuff like that. They call it criminal psychology, right? Okay. I hope today's experience will be useful someday. Yeah. I actually like being helpful to someone.
I don't know if this is helpful. He seems kind of annoyed by you. So it's probably like more the opposite. I think you're being a burden. Okaseo. I'm sorry to say. Kasumachi, a small town with a population of about 5,000. Almost 100% of the population consists of silicon-based life forms.
Oh, so this is what it's like around here. I didn't know. It was bustling, but it seems like a nice place. Wow, look, drones flying everywhere. Huh, pretty high-tech, huh? Robots are keeping the town clean. But who is that for, I wonder? Because there are no longer any humans living in this town. But that might be arrogance, you know? Thinking that machines exist solely for the sake of humans? Because the definition that says it's something higher than just thoughts, emotions, or simple actions. It's probably just a figment of the imagination. Machines repeating predetermined actions. In essence, aren't they like the wind or the stars? There's no comparison between them and living creatures, right? I see, so that's how things work in this town. In a town without people, machines continue their maintenance forever. It's beautiful. With that perspective, it feels like distinguishing things based on human will or lack thereof. As humans, feelings that humans are special might be an unavoidable fate. All the drones are working hard, they're admirable. But maybe there isn't even that.
Well, this game... I've said this game like 50 times. This game! Game! I feel like I'm losing my head.
Oh, we're taking the bus from here. It's been a while since I've been on a bus. Look, over there, it's Dreamtown. I used to go there a lot when I was a kid. I want to go to the aquarium or the amusement park. Which one would you feel like going to? Aquarium. I like fishies. Gotcha. Let's go then.
I don't really like amusement parks. I'm too scared of heights. Oh, this music is also very nice. Arriving at the aquarium, there is no one in the dimly lit corridors. No receptionists or caretakers. Here it's just the two of us.
Wow! It's beautiful. There's no aquarium but at the prefecture, right? So it's been a while since I've seen... I think she said Sagawa, right? Prefecture. It's been a while since I've seen such a large aquarium. Do you have a favorite fish, officer? I like crabs, the big spiky ones. You see, crabs aren't in the big tanks. They're kept in small, dark tanks. I'm sure if they were put in the same tank, they'd end up hurting the other fish. But it's not just that. Maybe... And besides, crabs are cool. Anyway, there really is nobody here, huh? Just the two of us, hey? Since we're here, wanna do something fun? How about we dance together? Or sing? Nobody will get mad at us. Come on, let's do it.
Sure.
I can't believe you actually fell for my silly joke. Officer, were you that type? Dance? Really? You reached out your hand to her. Okay, just a little.
She took your hand.
1, 2, 3, step and turn. You can get a little close if you want. You're good. Come on, feel the rhythm. Dan, 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 dan. Dan, 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 dan. Wow, you're good. Did you learn to dance somewhere? I did a little when I was a kid. Dan, 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 dan. I'm sorry. I guess I'll stop. It's getting a little sad. I'm always like this. I can't think ahead. I knew this would happen if I stopped for a moment. I'm truly miserable. Dumb, useless, always. Do you remember? Or have you already forgotten? Did you throw it away somewhere? Hey, do you...
Blank, 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 blank.
Dun 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 dun. I'm remembering. Cute girl here.
Cute girl reappeared.
Whoa, amazing. This is insane. Am I getting too excited? Silly me. It's my first time at a late night aquarium. I've heard of late night zoos though. I'm guessing this is his name. Oh, that's me speaking to her, right? Your mysterious and eccentric connections. I can't help but be grateful this time. Do your best and show your worth. Ah, don't say mean things. Just so you know, I cry easily, you know? I'll definitely check your phone secretly when we get home, and I'll have some leverage over you. It's probably best not to use the same PIN for your phone and credit card. By the way, I'll delete any unflattering pictures of me.
Yeah, you can't tell me they're not lovers. But she looks really young in this. Like, she looks a lot older in the pixel art. It feels like this is the lolly version. Like, could you imagine? This is my wife. This is how I imagine my wife. And like, it's just take the wife and basically supersize her. Which is basically what the pixel art version looks like. But I think they're both cute in their own way. You know, the imagined version and the real version, if this is the real version. Or could you imagine it's a dating sim? And in reality, this is just a dating sim that he got really into, you know? And he never really had anyone in his life. Because this is like in visual novel format, so I wouldn't be surprised. And then this one pixel art girl is basically the world he's trapped himself in to forget his crimes. Because he killed someone for his 2D wife. And if that's how it ends, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, facepalm? Could you imagine?
Well, then I'll forgive you for just that once. It was dumb, for reasons far removed from the present. I wanted to remain dumb, because intelligence was only terrifying. I didn't want to see anything. After all, who willingly seeks fear? I mean, people who want truth, you know, and to feel true hope. What's this? This music. Why the trouble? You really went all out. You hate musicals, don't you? You said you hate musical together. Well, that's all in the past now. Hey, don't dig up embarrassing memories. That doesn't suit you at all. Lead me well, will you, Mr. Gentleman? We held hands and started dancing. His fingers were slender and angular. Every touch felt almost artificial to me. His palms were much colder than mine. But so this is like the narration of... Bing, bing, bing. This is cool. As we held hands, they gradually warmed up. I liked that feeling. We danced in the unmanned aquarium, under the watchful gaze of the moon jellyfish. The moon jellyfish. I've never seen moon jellyfish, I don't think. I guess they're dancing under the moonlight. When did you learn to dance? You're not Chandler from Friends, you know. I know you like him.
Oh, that's a bit cringy, I don't get that reference. I don't get the reference.
I mean, I'm very happy, of course. Don't ask me stuff like that. You're just the kindest person in the world, yet also the meanest. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We continued to dance, for what felt like an eternity in the stillness of time. We shared each other's warmth. But the truth is, everyone knows this. There's no such thing as eternity. We can only live in the moment. There's no way we can stop. It's beautiful and painful at the same time.
Things come to an end, a very sad end.
Are you having fun? Peeking into someone's heart. I'm sorry, I know. You're not the one who wanted this. But Hey, you really don't remember anything. Let's head to the next place. Sorry for saying something weird. Oh, before that, I'm going to the restroom for a bit. Why don't you go too? It's okay, I won't run away. Look at the sky, there are lots of drones flying, right? They seem to be watching over me, all of them. So, I think you can relax. Well, it's up to you, officer. What do you think? What are you doing in a place like this? In such a situation, does any of this have any meaning? Suddenly there was a sensation of something hard pressing against your back. Don't move. Slowly turn around to face this way. Are you Benedict-kun? Oh no. That's impossible. Who are you? You don't know who I am? I see, yeah. It feels strange somehow. You look like Benedict-kun, but also look completely different. Yes, this place is truly complicated, isn't it? Sorry for not introducing myself earlier. I'm from Denji, an agent of a certain organization. My name is Masaka Topaki. Feel free to call me Machan or something. What is Machan? Before I answer your question, please allow me to ask you something first. Are you a resident of this world? Or are you someone who came from the outside world? I don't get it. I see. So, are you indeed a resident of this world? But you're the first intellectual entity I've seen in this world. If you know something, please tell me. What should I do? Honestly, right now, I don't know anything about the wish of this world. What will change by making contact with you? I'm not good at thinking about these small details. I've always left it to my co-workers. My department usually takes care of rather violent stuff, you know? Anyway, let me tell you what I know. That seems like the best course of action. First, as a premise. This is a world created when someone, a resident of this world, had their wish granted. It's a collection of 700,000 worlds existing on discontinuous identical spaces. One of those worlds is where we are right now. Once the 700,000 people who lived in this land each had their wishes granted. To understand the cause of that, we came to investigate this land as foreigners. Foreigner. These are people who came to this world from outside. Foreigners have the role of observing the world. However, when I came to this world, the observation had already begun. Someone other than me should be infiltrating as a foreigner. Do you happen to know anything about that? Maybe it's me. What do you mean by that? I see, so as a foreigner, you've been assimilated as one of the mechanisms of this world. That's a method my friend would appreciate. The person who created this world may not be as evil as him, though. So that's it. That's why I've been feeling strange gazes since earlier. It's you! You are you, yet you are also you. You're both a character in the story and an observer. Yes, it's multifaceted. Truly complex. This is the first time I've encountered a world with such complex characteristics. The one who created this world must be a really peculiar person. I've traveled through 4 different worlds until now, but this is the first time I've encountered such a strange, distorted world. However, yes, if that's the case, I cannot end this world. It's up to you. Only you hold value in this world. May I ask you a favor? Please, fulfill the wish of the master of this world. End this world. When a wish is fulfilled, the world ends. That's the nature of this place. So please, we have a purpose and we must hurry as quickly as possible. Why is the wish fulfilled? That is, I really don't know what to say. Shall I explain what I know in order? About 10 years ago, we began detecting a certain kind of anomaly in this land. It was right around the time when QRAA was constructed. We detected an incredibly high R value, reality coefficient in this land. In other words, the density of reality had become extraordinarily high. The concept of science as we know it had expanded several times over. The world had become more complex, more advanced and greatly amplified. Normally, baseline reality has an R value between 0.99 and 1.01. It's commonly believed that living organisms in baseline reality cannot survive outside an environment with a plus or minus 0.02 range. However, on that day we recorded an R value of over 28.0 throughout the entire prefecture. This is comparable to the environment 10 seconds after the universe's birth and is not normal at all. Ma'am, can we please stop talking in math terms? I'm confused. Normally, this level of density, as high as it was, would have caused the entire galaxy to perish. The increase in R value was a momentary phenomenon. For about 0.03 seconds there was a change, and then several years passed without anything changing. However, one day, this, you see. The 700,000 people who lived in this land had their wishes granted and were trapped within their own worlds. The cause of this was likely QRAA, but the details remain a mystery to the end. That's as much as we know. So we don't know what comes from here. Why was this land ended up like this? Why had the people of this land had their wishes granted? Who? Why? For what purpose and by what means? This must be a man-made disaster. Someone is doing something. Something terribly frightening and enormous. My current mission is to find that someone and resolve this anomaly. I would be grateful for your cooperation as well. Well then, for now let's leave it at that. Actually, I'm in quite a hurry myself. I need to go to support my co-worker who's probably being chased by drones right about now. Thank you. Thanks to you, I've learned a lot of things. You still have a look that seems like you want to ask something. Are you worried about the threats to the world? Or perhaps about the workings of the universe itself? It's okay. That's the job of a hero. It's the job of a filthy old rag. The story of someone like me is not something that should be told to you. You should do what you need to do. For someone much more important than this world, right? We'll handle things here somehow, deep in the terribly dim darkness until the final silence comes. So you do your best over there, okay? Goodbye and have a good journey then.
Can she not read the room to leave? She was in the men's bathroom as well. The girl murmured and then left. She seemed familiar, as if seen somewhere before. Let's go back to her. I've seemed to notice the text is color-coded. When something's related to someone, it's coded.
Oh, officer, you're late. Taking quite a while in the bathroom, huh? Did your stomach hurt? What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Did something scary happen? Nothing happened? Well, if that's the case, then it's fine. Come on, let's go to the next place. It's still early for the sun to set today.
Yeah, this definitely feels like she's the wish maker. And maybe he created this world, purely so she could have her wish granted. Or maybe theorizing is getting me nowhere. But the pits of hell and apparently maths. Castle Town residential area. A town with a retro atmosphere dominated by steam engines. Underground gears and cogs continue to operate endlessly. You didn't talk much.
Huh? Sorry. The last place I want to stop by is my home. The place where I used to live. I was just wondering what it is like now. But, being here, looking at the street reminds me of...
I also want to say, she's been away from her home for max 5 days, right? And she's acting like she hasn't been here forever. It's okay to miss your house, but don't treat it like it's been 10 years.
When I used to walk down the street often on my way back from the supermarket, and when I went to the park in the morning, I often picked up acorns. It's like memories. Yeah, memories. This town. It's not the town I grew up in. When I was a child, I lived further south. This area is closer to Fukuoka, so it's easier to live, right? So... I've come back here again, to when I was still a girl, leaving behind the beloved city of Yokohama. It's nostalgic, not Yokohama. I loved everything about it. The stations, the land, the living atmosphere in front of Vivre, the beautiful Yodobashi camera, and Chinatown. But I came back here, to Sawawawa. I used to hate it, my hometown, but it went fine. Back then, because back then I had... Aren't you scared?
I am.
Really? So even you are scared. Did you remember something? In the first place, why don't you remember anything? Do you think that's sincere? No, never mind, it doesn't matter. Well, it's a kind of salvation for me, I've always felt like I haven't really been home for a long time. Besides me who's here, there's already half of me somewhere else. I'm at home, but the other half of me isn't here. somewhere at a lost and found center crying, waiting for my mum to come home to pick me up. That's how it feels, you know? It's been like that for a long time.
So she's felt like half of her's not been with her. Could you imagine if that's true, though? I'd be like, could you imagine if what she's saying is true? Because obviously this is a like a yin and yang kind of thing. Like there's the white half, like the good half, and the bad half, the black half, which would be this half. I'm very interested to see kind of like what the explanation is.
Oh wait, this is my apartment, my beloved home. It's not like it's been a long time or anything. Before the world turned out like this, I lived in a house that wasn't much different from here. And you know, this town is kind of an SF vibe, right? Even in this residential area, they were talking about it being steampunk or something. This place is just an ordinary town like any other. Yeah, a normal, ordinary town. I should be tired of a place like this. But still, why does it feel so nostalgic? I see. Maybe it's because it's me. Because it's me in this world, in this moment. Yes, even for someone like me, there's meaning. Irreplaceable memories. Well, it's not like I had any particular reason to come here. I just wanted to see what it was like. Okay, it's like this now. Do you want to come in? I can at least offer you some tea. Come on, let's go.
Now I'm just being babied. You know, at first we were like, okay, you committed murder. We need to treat you like a criminal. And now, because the protagonist doesn't see her as an enemy, the world has kind of opened up to her, given her less shackles. Almost like he controls the world. Or maybe she controls the world and it's kind of like that thing where she doesn't trust herself, but then she begins to open up to the protagonist and then she begins to trust herself more, which means she feels like she's more able and she's more wanting to go outside, you know? She kind of starts off as a shell and she's confined because she's confined within herself. She hates herself. She doesn't want to get out of the place, you know? She just wants to stay confined, you know? She believes she deserves death. She believes she's committed sins beyond compare and comparable to murder, and she deserves a death sentence. And because of that, that's why she's confined, suspected for murder, when in reality she's done nothing like that. But then as she begins to open up to this protagonist, you know, this blank slate, if you will, of her memories, you know, she becomes more open and honest with herself again. You know, she becomes wanting to go outside, remembering the good times she had, you know, wanting to explore the world, not wanting to suppress the love she felt for this person, not wanting to suppress the connection she had with them in the past, you know? Because she says she never lies, but she also said that she doesn't want connections with anyone, but it's very obvious she had a very strong connection with someone, and then it disappeared. And I feel like she's the one suppressing that. I mean, to be fair, it could also just be the protagonist, but... Or maybe this protagonist is her. Who knows? Anything could go right now. Anything could go. It's all a coma. It's all a coma. Iromi Koma. I had to make that joke.
Just wait a moment. My keys. Where are my keys? Ah! Oh no, that's right. Yeah, I'm a suspect, right? So all my stuff like my wallet and phone were taken. So yeah, I don't have my keys either. Well, I can't help it. Then can you use your key? Thank you.
And now we're greeted with some very jazzy music.
Merry Christmas! Let's pull some crackers. Ah, it's so loud. Hey. So what should we do for Christmas now? Like a midsummer kind of thing? But you know, it's my first time celebrating Christmas and all. I mean, I'm kind of poisoned by the internet, you know? Seeing everyone looking so happy makes my heart feel heavy. You're the same, right? No, it's... Here it comes, the mysterious philanthropy. Even though you barely have any friends because you have no filter. Let's start with a toast for champagne. How much longer until the turkey is done? No, Minister. We don't really cook usually, right? But it was fun making it together today. Should we do it again sometime? Maybe we could even bake an apple pie. No, apple pie? You know, I've always thought about it. You can buy apple pie anywhere, right? And it's not that expensive either. But spending hours making an apple pie, when you can buy one anywhere, isn't it kind of a waste of time? But in that very waste of time, there's something precious. What is it? Everyday life? Something like that? I don't really know. That's why I wanted to understand it a bit. Oh no, you're such a... There you go, being mean again. Well, fine then. No cheese for you. No. Just kidding. Here, open your mouth. No. Shut up and just open your mouth already, loser. Haha, we're done, aren't we? I remember that day. I didn't know how to laugh genuinely, so I was always pretending to be excited. I constantly wore a fake smile. I was always bewildered by the impulses that naturally welled up from deep inside my chest. I remember feeling like something was wrapping around my legs, pulling me down to the bottom of the water. Even though I couldn't really breathe through my lungs, I desperately looked up at the sky. The quiet, beautiful sea bottom was truly, truly terrifying. It was scary, but it's a time when I wished to touch it.
I mean, usually people use analogies like the sea to describe anxiety. So, I wonder if it's related. Maybe not.
It's been about a year since we started living like this. At first I didn't like this town because, it's always busy with tourists, right? The bright red lanterns, the colourful stores. Somehow it scared me. I like places with white lights like Yodobashi. But this is fun. It's fun. Yeah. Haha. Hey, so when are you gonna confess to me? Because you like me, right? I can tell that much. We've known each other for a year now. And I know you sometimes look at me that way too. So, sorry, can we pretend I didn't just say that? Oh, that just slipped out. Because I've been thinking about it all this time. Sorry, really, I'm sorry. It's nothing. Just forget I said that. Oh, no. Huh? No. What the hell are you saying? Because... What? Seriously? There really are people this bad with their own emotion. It's fine, you don't need to be so sentimental. Then, what should we do? I already heard that! I wanna forever. Okay. I'll be with you forever. It's a promise. It kind of feels weird, doesn't it? Always together, so if you leave me, I would die from sadness. Can we not? Was this room always this messy? Yeah, it was a messy room. He was bad at tidying up. He'd forget where he put things right away. I always kept it clean. I wasn't good at cleaning either. But what could I do? He was much more of a misfit than I was. Even his own emergency medicine, he wouldn't know where it was if I wasn't around. So I knew everything about the room. He learned how to cook and stuff in return. Sometimes I used to decorate with flowers, daffodils. We barely had any money though. It was fun. Why is this room in this world so messed up like this? I never wished for something like this. Actually, just a little. When I returned here, I felt like everything would return to normal. Because, it said it'll make my wish come true. Yeah, right. That's who I am. Damn it, how selfish I am. Die. Die. Die.
I know, I'm so ominous. Just die already! When we confront certain events, it might be the first time we can truly see into ourselves. Reflecting in external events, we can finally see ourselves. In a world without mirrors, no one can even recognize their own face. Yeah, it's good. Coming here was good. I could finally define what I am. I understand my role now. About this world too. I've been really itching to grasp it until now. I'm glad that this house is like it is. I'm glad. This is my pride. No matter what anybody else says, this is my will. Thank you. There are no more regrets. Shall we head back to where we belong? In the cramped and dim interrogation room. Isn't that where you suppress your memories, though? Isn't that not the right place? Why is it now creepy? Are you gonna murder me? Are you gonna kill me?
Hey, officer. There's something I need to tell you. Before the end. Even if you might not want to hear it.
What is it?
I killed them. Those two, I killed them. Because I was dumb. Because I was weak. I killed those two.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to admit it, but I realized I couldn't look away. When I saw their ruined house, I realized. For the end that's coming, I need to be stronger. I can't just keep running away.
What are you talking about?
This is about this world. It's a world where past, present, and future are all mixed up, covered in symbols and metaphors. Why is it so metaphorical? The answer is simple. This world is so hideously ugly that it can't be faced directly. But I won't run away anymore. I killed those two. They were the people I loved the most. The ones who truly loved me. The only people that actually loved me.
Who are those men and what is your wish? What is your wish?
Oh? Is that something that bothers you? You might be similar to those scary people from the telegraph thing. You might have the potential to become one of them. But seriously, I never expected Azabada and Radadakun to come to this world. Honestly, it was surprising. I knew they were doing that kind of work. Remember when they came over for curry at our place? Good times. I think they dropped by after work. It's been about 10 years since I last saw them. They haven't changed at all. It made me laugh. Well, but I digress. What did I wish for again? I wonder what it was. It's hard to sum it up in just one word. After all, humans are like complex and mysterious labyrinths, and there has never been a creature capable of accurately describing them in words. But maybe, if I were able to answer with my words and from my perspective. Punishment. Sounds cheap, doesn't it? No, maybe is that word just not enough? Well, it's not that I want my sins to be judged or someone to punish me. Punishment, such a thing. Whether it's the police, the king, or God, my sins are mine alone. My pain is mine alone. No one will ever tarnish that. It might be quite delightful if I were to be sent to the gallows, trembling in fear, screaming and crying, soiling myself with feces and urine as I'm hanged, but I can't wish for such a thing. A quiet curtain call, a peaceful end. That's not something I should wish for. Ah, yeah, that's why we were all in the interrogation room. To face my own sins. Officer, I believe that sin isn't about actions or even outcomes. It's about one's character. Weakness is sin. Wretchedness is sin, and foolishness is sin. I'm not really talking in general. It's a rule that applies only to me. It's my own faith. That's what I wish for. But at the same time, do you realize there is a contradiction in this world, officer? This world is a place to torment me, but it's not just that. It's vexing. I'll never forgive such things. That's a contradiction this world holds. What that is, I can't tell you. Because it's not fair. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm the contradiction, aren't I? Or I guess the protagonist. It's probably the protagonist because he's quite self-aware in this world. Or everybody seems that way. She is always like that. This girl Okase Isana, always wearing a smile that seemed fake. As if flattering, as if mocking, as if seeing through. Even at this very moment, this time. Officer, why do you think I wish for a world like this? Normally, if you could have any wish granted, you wouldn't wish for a place like this. A place like this. Probably we can only truly wish for what we truly understand. We can't even wish for what we can't truly understand. In the deepest recesses of our hearts. A contradictory wish, that's all. Humans are such fascinating creatures, aren't we? Well then, officer, shall we return to the interrogation room? After all, you still need to prepare yourself, don't you? For you, let's return to the interrogation room. Shall we go? So she's accepted it. It's now our turn.
Okay, we're back. It's funny, even though it's just an interrogation room, it feels like home. Weird, right? We've had quite the adventure, huh? Are you tired? Officer, did you enjoy yourself? I did. I had fun. Even just walking together, it was fun. So, I'm sorry.
Have you finally woken up, Colonel? I've been calling out to you multiple times. What happened? Suspect Okase has escaped. She knocked you out cold, stole the keys. She fled far away. She probably timed it for this moment. The moment when you went to the interrogation room and the surveillance drones dispersed. The only moment when she could be free. She's strong and smart. I have to chase her. Yes, Colonel, your judgment is correct. It's only been about 10 minutes since suspect Okase escaped. Lieutenant Colonel, fortunately, Kaze Town is not a large town. Means of escape should be limited. We should be within range to catch her. An order for shooting has been issued from the military headquarters. Here, take this. It's unnecessary. Colonel, that is not an option. This is nothing but a metaphor. Do you understand? The world is a reality modeled to its extreme limits. Killing someone isn't about the bullet, it's your will. It's not about possessions, weapons, or strength. Because you decide to kill. Can you understand that, Colonel? I'm with you. It's not a trick, nor a boring, unrealistic joke. Colonel, I'm with you. You are hearing me. Can you see my face? Can you hear my voice? My revered, proud master. When you align the vector of your heart to specific coordinates, I will always be there to witness it. Please believe. Then please take care, Colonel. May your adventure be incredibly enjoyable. I'm so confused and like wary. Oh no, it's this guy again. Hello, Colonel, we meet again. Are you in such a hurry? Something urgent? I'm looking for a woman. Ah yes, I saw her. She looked frantically running desperately somewhere. Colonel, if it's alright, may I ask you something? I'm in a hurry. Why are you here? Well, this is just absurd, isn't it? You didn't wish for any of this. That lonely bastard just wished for it on its own. You're not anything like this. Soldiers, guns, death, blood and intestines. You have absolutely no connection to those things. You're a simple person. You're so peaceful, never even raised your voice. The first edition of Narnia is a treasure. Sure, you were certainly curious, abstruse and self-constricting, always tying yourself up in knots with your own convoluted reasoning, but you couldn't possibly wish for a world like this. Besides, even that damn bitch didn't love you in the end, did she? She just tossed you away like an old rag. You shouldn't be here. Who are you? I'm no one special. I am the observer, the one who's been watching you. You must have realized that by now. This is the interior of a world created by a certain human's wish. But what a joke it is.
Look at this terrible sight. There are no actual humans here. No, not even creatures. Not a single blade of grass grows here. So indifferent to the world is laughable. They must have been someone completely devoid of anything outside of their head. Ah yes, they are truly introspective individual. They carry sins and regrets as big as Jupiter. But I'm here, so I'm here. Right? Because I mean, a world where everything goes according to your convenience. There's nothing more fucking worthless than that, right? So you're given the right to choose, and I'm living in this broken town. It's still grotesque, no doubt about it. On that one point, they're fair. Well, I hate them. Banning you in such a shithole place, just that makes me sick to my stomach. I'm saying this for you, just leave from here. Where is Okusei-sama? So that's your decision, huh? But somehow I feel like you knew it, all along that you would continue the story. You, who I know, the one who loved adventure and humanity more than anyone else. She went to the ocean. She might be planning to die alone. I'm just speculating. Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't very close to her, to be honest. It's probably best to catch up to her soon. I warned you. Well, it's nothing new for you to not listen to me. Ha. Oh well. Yes, we probably will meet again. And that's how it should be. Do you remember? When we were in elementary school, we floated a rubber duck in the waterway together. We wanted to see how far we could go, right? We were so excited, feeling like we could go anywhere, but somewhere along the line we became terribly afraid of that future. What if we really could go anywhere? What if we forgot the way back and were trapped in the night's embrace? Now that I think about it, we probably couldn't have even traveled the distance of one station to another. When we were children, we feared the infinitely expanding world. But still, we couldn't stop moving forward. I have always wanted to ask you, was your adventure incredibly enjoyable? No. No. Asking you that now would be a betrayal. Please forget it. It's probably just my weakness. So maybe this is just self-loathing after all. Goodbye, my friend. May your path ahead be filled with wonderful things. Maybe I'm a fool, but she told me, or someone told me, that I should live for love. So, as a respectable human being, I want to fall through with that. I want to continue doing what I planned to do. Hey, on our days off, I want you to make pancakes. On the days we can wake up together, because it feels happy, doesn't it? I'll make sunny-side-up eggs then. I'll also prepare maple syrup. I'm not a morning person, so I'm worried if I can wake up. So wake me up, okay? Then I'll do my best, okay? If I'm in a bad mood and kick you, I'm sorry, okay? And then if the weather is nice that day and the sky is nice and blue, shall we go for a little trip, maybe to the sea? I'm not good at swimming and I'm afraid of sea slugs, but I'll sit on the beach and watch the sea. I lie down, hold your hand and look up at the sky, and get my clothes covered in sand, and maybe dip my bare feet in the seawater, just a little. It would be fun if there were hermit crabs, and petting dogs we meet on walks. For lunch, let's go to a delicious soba restaurant, and have shaved ice for dessert, then regret a bit for eating too much. It'll surely be fun. It'll surely be fun. She's gonna end it where it all started, I guess. And maybe where their relationship started. This sounds like a first date idea. Colonel, what brings you here? The outskirts of this town? Why are you in such a remote place? Me? Well, I guess I just wanted to see the edge of the world. I wanted to know the shape of the world. I am the keeper of wisdom for you, for everyone. What do you know about this world? I see. This world seems to have a limited expanse. Perhaps it means that fulfilling this wish didn't require distance or vastness. What a lonely place. It's terribly quiet, almost as if even destruction has come to an end. Yet somehow it's beautiful. This must be the radiance of sadness. If your wish were granted and you could create a world, what kind of world do you think would emerge? Surface level wishes won't do. Sham prayers won't do. The true, deepest wish of the heart, if it were to take form, a genuine longing that humans would never want anyone to see. I'm afraid that no matter who it is, they might create a terrible, distorted, horribly corrupted, terribly ugly, inhumane-like universe, no matter who it is. I think that a little bit. Or perhaps is that my hope? Do you think it's sad or beautiful? Hey, isn't intelligence really troublesome? Everyone should want to be pure, righteous, and beautiful deep down, just wanting to savor quiet happiness. We can't just love the world. What did the creator of this world wish for? Why is this world so lonely? Why is it so... But what happened? In my feeble memory, I thought you were more talkative. Is that so? It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. This world is terribly multifaceted. Perhaps it greatly differs depending on the viewer, the observed location, and the circumstances. It's endlessly varied without any definite correctness. Very unbalanced. So surely your form will also change depending on the observation. Or perhaps it's your role to decide that. I believe that the person who created this world was deeply in love with humanity. It's almost as if they're clinging to the feet of God, praying for something, isn't it? So clingy and miserable. They must be someone who can't believe in anything anymore. It's almost night. Are you looking for her? Yeah, I see. Is there anything I can do? Any other suggestion? Yes. This is a distorted world, introspective, self-restrained, illogical universe. Having Laplace's demon as our neighbor should not place value on time or rules in this world. Pay attention to the discontinuity, got it? And one more thing, you have to make a decision, but it shouldn't be something terribly difficult. It should be an incredibly simple conclusion. It'll surely be a process accompanied by great pain, because wishes that come true too easily, they're worthless. People can't seek happiness that can't be fantasized. We can't become anything other than ourselves. It's very sad, I know. So never stop fantasizing. That alone can create value in this fundamentally empty world. Perhaps that's just the ramblings of an old man. I'm sorry for stopping you when I can't even offer much of a conversation. Truly, I've never been able to do anything. There must have been something I could do for you. Are you going to the Sea of Sorrow from now on? Yes. If so, you should be careful. The sea at night is beautiful but dangerous. To be honest, I actually had quite a bit of fun in this world. It may have been an arrogant, ugly, and a short-lived dream, but I got to see you again. Instead of listening to an old man's tales, there are things you should do, right? Thank you. Take care, my son. Go see the end through. If there is a next life, next time you must not die before me. So she killed me. She killed me and one other person. But I'm not gonna allow her to escape from her sins. She's not allowed to just die. She needs to face the consequences. This is just a hypothetical scenario. But if sacrificing my life alone would make everyone in the world happy, should we choose death with a smile? Why do you look so sad? I said it was just a hypothetical scenario, didn't I? This is just a worthless thought process. It's not something to take seriously. Really? Oh yeah, I mean, I've been told that by friends too, that I'm pessimistic or stubborn, even though I don't mean to be. Yeah, that guy who isn't really friendly with you. Why can't you two get along together? But let's get back to the topic. It's what you'd call self-sacrifice. It's not a big deal. Even goats have individuals who choose death to protect the herd. It's exactly the same. Such individuals sacrifice themselves for the sake of the species. At least when talking about nature, I think that's probably the right thing to do. Clearly, any form of life is so afraid of extinction change. No, it's not just about life. Even the movement of stars, molecules, temperature, and gravity. It tries to stabilize. It tries not to change. I wonder why. Why does the universe try to change? Why does time exist and the world shift? Why can't this place remain unchanged forever? Explaining that with the multiverse theory is easy. The universe exists infinitely, and we just happen to observe it by chance. Or you could leave the explanation to God. That's a very simple and certain story with salvation. So, it's understandable to want to conclude with a know-it-all attitude that human life is insignificant. for the sake of the colossal creature known as humanity, which may continue for thousands or tens of thousands of years from now, it's understandable to have the determination to sacrifice yourself for it. But what will I as a human do in that situation? If I were to die, everyone in the world would be saved. At the very least, I wouldn't be able to die with a smile. I'd probably be so scared, trembling with a pale face, making that decision. Even though I said it myself, I can't come to a conclusion. Well, in a way, that's my conclusion, I suppose. You? Okay. Right. Yeah, you're like that. That's why I admire you. I really want to cherish you. But don't know how to put this. It's a terrible insult to deny someone's decision. Everyone should have different opinions, don't you think? But no, that's why. If you were to die and the world would be saved. Even then and forevermore, I want you to never give up hope. You can choose whatever you want. You can spend your time however you like. I believe that's what it means to be human, no matter how painful it gets, even if you fall into the depths of despair and sorrow, yet even then, reaching out for hope. I believe that's the beauty of humanity. So, no matter what your choice would be, I want you to imagine that at the end of that outstretched hand, there is hope. Don't let your heart be consumed by sadness, anger, despair, or hopelessness. If you could do that for me, I wouldn't care who you are or what you become. I don't know what kind of hardship, sadness, or pain awaits you in the future. I can't say something so macho and irresponsible like, I'll protect you from all of it. That's not really me, so please don't stop imagining. Tomorrow will surely be a better day. I hope you believe that. There's no scientific basis. God won't guarantee it either. We really don't know what will happen. It might even get worse. But please, don't stop believing in your imagination and your love and courage.
Exactly. Okase, you should really not give up. Be the Danganronpa character you wish you could be. Come out. Good evening, my king. It's such a quiet night, isn't it? On such a beautiful night like this, one would want to gaze at the stars and sing, but it seems you don't have such leisure. Are you the rabbit? No. She is a busy person, you know, managing 700,000 worlds and all. If I were her, I'd have gone mad and died long ago. I respect her despite being rude, lacking manners, and arrogant. I find it unbearable, you know. Why did you think that way on the contrary? Oh, I see. It's because there's not even a fragment of her in my memories, or in the corners of my heart. I guess that's why it felt strange. Is that a sign that you're beginning to regain your form as well? That's magnificent. The world must be fair. Do you agree with that, my king? No. It's a kind of complaint for sure. However, that's just how I am. I'm not anyone's enemy. Ideally, I want everyone to be happy. Well, it's difficult, you know? Well then, my king, have you understood the rules of the game? What you desire, what the world desires. Have you found the answer? Yes. That's magnificent. Many a person, even after reading all books until the very end, until they fall asleep alone in a dry bed, don't know what they desire. Have you found the answer? That's magnificent. A splendid march, my king, an eternal applause that never falters, my king. Forgive me, my king, the proud reader of tales, the foreigner, the selector, O lord with 1,000 names. It seems I have been a bit too nosy. After all, I have only 3 clicks left before my life runs out. Adding more blemishes at this point won't be a problem at all. Now, what shall I say at last? Well, there's no more time. Farewell, all the suffering. May you find peaceful silence. I guess he was addressing us as a reader. Because we can be anything the protagonist is how I define that character, at least. Now, what should I do next? Let's go find her. That's right, let's go. To the end of the story. They're going to be with her till the end. I'm not killing her. She has to suffer and repent. She can't just die and forget everything that she did. Hey me. I love you. I love you more than anything in this world. I need you. I can't do anything without you. I want to walk by your side forever. In the morning, I want to be the first one to meet your eyes and say good morning. At night, I want to be the last one to say good night and hold your hand. That's it.
If I could have just that forever. I love you. So come with me. I need you. Huh? No. Mother isn't... She's not such a bad person. Stop it. So? Just because I've never have been hugged. Just because my name hasn't been called for years. But she's family. Grandpa asked me to take care of... No, Mother is... She's smart. She went to a good university unlike me. So she wouldn't get scammed. Those people are good people too. Mother, she's been smiling a lot lately. And her skin's looking really good. I think it's because she uses natural cosmetics. If we try hard enough, we can become rich too. What are you saying? I don't understand. That's not it. They're not those kind of people. They're not like that. They're neighbors, you know. I've known them since I was a kid. Hospital? No, I'm not going. I'm trying for our future. Because if things stay the way they are now, our baby, how are we going to raise her? Do we have that kind of money? If she grew up to be stupid like me, it would be kind of sad. Huh? No. Then I'm going. Don't look at me like that. I haven't changed, just like when we met. Don't look at me like I'm a monster. Don't look at me like I'm not a human anymore. Well, she seems to be in a bit of pain. She seems to be in quite a bit of pain. Why? 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 No. No. I never meant to. That you didn't know. I didn't think. Why? Hurry, now! Someone come quickly! No. It's my fault. I'm sorry. What should I do? What can I do? I'll do anything. Please, help him. I'll do anything, please. Use my heart if you need to. What? Why? Why are you putting him in there? Stop it. No, this is all I have left. I know he's not moving, but it doesn't matter. Stop it. I also want to say the redness is really messing with my eyes. Please, don't burn him. I'll take his place, so please. Please, no. Stop it. No, please. Please. I'm sorry. I know it's all my fault. It's all because of me, so please. Stop it. Please stop it. Don't turn him into ashes. Why? I don't want this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being stupid, for being useless, and I'm sorry. You gave me lots of things, but I couldn't give anything to you. Jesus. I'm sorry. If only I wasn't here. I'm sorry for being born, and I'm sorry. Why am I still alive? Just to suffer. Why am I still alive? Just to suffer. You came. Hey, look, the beautiful stars in the sky. Isn't it weird? This is my world, yet why is the sky so beautiful? Even though I am so ugly. That fake sky is terribly beautiful. I was gonna come home to you. About 3 days after I went back to my parents' house. I was already at my limit, in many ways. Really, there were so many things, to the point I had to laugh. Expressing the complexity of the world in one word is too difficult, but I wanted to see you as quickly as possible. I wanted to say sorry, and I wanted to say goodnight to you again, like I always did. But when I got home, All I have left is hate. I want to turn into a gruesome, bloody mass. I want to peel off skin and tear apart. I want to smash bones to pieces with a hammer. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck. Fuck. Because of you, and because of me. No. I'm sorry, and I can't take this. It feels like my heart is about to shatter into pieces like Jenga. I hate it, being me, and existing as me anymore. No, I can't bear it. If only there was a time machine. If I could time travel to the moment I was born. I would throw myself out of the window. Yeah, this place is what I wish for. We were granted our wishes by that filthy bone rabbit. A twisted world woven with the ugliest wishes deep within my heart. We were trapped in here. I do not want this. I just wanted you. I just wanted to spend time with you like we used to. Just like before. Like the anime we used to watch on Sunday evenings, the same boring days. If I could just spend time with you, that would have been enough, more than enough for me. But because I knew my ugliness. Because I couldn't believe that I was a wonderful being who deserved a kind daily life. I'm not human anymore, and I can't return to being a human. I'm not wise enough to earnestly wish for my own happiness from the bottom of my heart. I'm dumb, and I'm miserable, and I'm helpless. That's why I made a place like this. And what did you come here for? Do as you please. You understand your role, right? If you bring the gun? Right. And make sure to save too. You've always been clumsy. No, wait. Did we turn on autosave? We're both clumsy, aren't we? Are you okay? Ready? Okay, good. Then, let's bring the story to an end. It's you who will decide the fate of this world. It has to be you. That's why this world was wished for. Who am I and who are you and what is this world? Shall we decide that now? Now, it's judgment time. It's like punishment time, like Danganronpa style. Bow dow da dow 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 bow 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 bow. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Bow bow bow. Oh look. Who do I choose to sacrifice? Oh, is it deciding for me? It's kind of Bobby music. I want you to decide the definition of the world, the role of the story. I want you to imagine, who am I and who are you? I can no longer determine universal values. So it's you, only you can define us. You've asked me many questions, haven't you? What kind of human am I in your eyes? What do you see in this world? There's no right answer. I don't like stuff like that. Sorry for dragging you in our problem. I don't believe in God, but surely you must be too busy to spare a thought for small fry like that. But you, on the other hand, have listened to our stories so attentively. There's no one more fitting to bring about the end of the world than you. Those who have committed sins must be judged, but that doesn't mean they will be forgiven. We can only wander endlessly in a maze of no exit, struggling futilely. Still, I believe that the end will come. It's you who will bring about my demise. That's some faith in me. That is some faith. Was that a Pokemon sound effect? That sounded like the Pokemon slash effect. Who am I? It really does feel like Danganronpa. Who am I? The pink girl. A creator of this world. Okaze Isana is a creator of the world.
Granted a wish by someone, this world was born. This is a world of loneliness that does not tolerate the existence of others. Do you define it? Yes. Who are you? A lover who revived, the creator of the world, or the judge? I'm the lover who revived. The other person opposite your son in love to death. Surely a happy ending awaits when it's all over. Are we giving her the happy ending?
Yeah, got it. I'm the creator of the world and you're my beloved. Okay, let's do that then. It's been a while. Did you get a haircut, lost some weight, wearing weird clothes? How have you been since then? Had any fun? What is it like in the afterlife? Did you watch over me? What's eternity like? Lonely? Sad? Painful? Or maybe... I think I've talked about this before. I'm scared. The shape of the world is scary. Because you see, as a creature, I'm just a mass of trillions of cells, and in a few days I'll be replaced by a completely different arrangement of cells. The feelings of being myself is nothing more than a combination of neural signals. The me of today and the me of last year are completely different me's, you know? Yet only memories are continuous. It's as if matter is meaningless. We perceive the world through the workings of our nerves. If it were just matter, we wouldn't be able to feel anything. So I feel like there's another me besides me, a me who has lost their mind, a me who is just a form. That me dies intermittently. The me who keeps getting updated now, just unaware of any of that. It's a very personal sensation, difficult for anyone else to understand besides me. When night falls and I look into the darkness, the abandoned me keeps watching my shadow. Is that me, I wonder, or is it the world? Perhaps the sensation or phenomenon is much more meaningful than we think. But truthfully, I know. Once you die, it's over and there's nothing. No sense of time, no feeling the breeze. We remain bereft of sensation for billions, trillions, quadrillions of years, because even if I die, the world won't end. After trillions of years pass, even after the universe dies, I wonder what happens after that. Will it all become nothingness? But it feels a bit different somehow. It's not someone else's concern. As long as we are bound by the law of conservation of mass, it's a phenomenon that will eventually happen to all existence, but perhaps only the arrangement of neurons, as one of the abandoned entities. I love you, and I love you, and I love you so much. So, can I have that? I'm satisfied. I didn't know what to say when I saw you. I thought maybe I would apologize or scream. You know, I wanted punishment. It's wrong for people that did something bad not to suffer, right? But I won't make you bear that burden. I won't even make you pull the curtain rope. You only believe in what you can see, huh? Like stars orbiting the universe. Ah, that's kind of hopeful, isn't it? Hey, can I borrow it? You don't need it anymore, right? Yeah, thanks. Goodbye, world, universe, to all the people I love. May you always remain beautiful. She just killed herself. She game ended. And that was it. The game just closed. You know, game ending's a thing, but, you know. I'd appreciate if you didn't game end me like that. The creators of this game, losers. And who are you? Creator of the world. Yes. Really? You have no regrets? That's a tougher choice in the end itself, you know that, right? Okay, you're determined to go no matter what. To the truth. Yes, I'm very determined. Alright, in that case, shall we go together? Do we die together? Is that the good end? I always thought you'd make it here. I knew you would have been content with a peaceful end and tirelessly seek out the truth. Like a roulette wheel spinning eternally, eventually landing on every outcome. Or perhaps it's the shape of my soul. You are that kind of person, greedy and ugly, striving for desires beyond one's means, seeking only happiness that doesn't suit one's stature. The form of a human being cannot be defined in a single word. All of it is me seen from a different angle. We humans, or perhaps all living beings, are terribly complex, multifaceted, containing infinite stories within. You believe in that, don't you? Do you remember? I said it, didn't I? This world is filled with contradictions. This world exists to hurt me, to confine and interrogate me, to confront me with my sins. Because I hate myself so much, I always wish you would go to hell. This is a world of my purgatory. And why do you exist here? You neither strike me nor shower me with insults. Quietly you continue to listen to me. Such a forgiving existence. There's no way I would forgive someone like me. That's a contradiction of this world. It's about you. You have a role equivalent to mine. Hey, you finally remember, don't you? Good, because every time I saw your face it hurt so much. I wanted to beat you to death and I couldn't help it. Well, we don't need any more preamble, do we? Yes, we are, you and I, the same creatures. Ah, so I was right with the yin and yang. I'm sorry. Who are you? I'm just a pitiful rabbit. Who I am doesn't matter. Rabbit, where am I and what are you doing? Now I will grant your wish. Your wish is your pain and your suffering, your laments, the most obscene elements that make up human nature. I will grant it now. No, I don't want that. I'm done and I don't want anything. I'm sorry, you don't have the right to refuse. Then at least let me wish for world peace or something, so all the unhappiness in the world will disappear. I'm sorry, you don't have the right to choose. I can only grant your deepest wish, the contradictory longing that cannot be fulfilled even though you strongly desire it. Why would you do something so cruel? I'm sorry. I know this isn't a good thing, but we had to fulfill the wishes of all 700,000 of you, so at least I hope you will create a happy world. Happiness? I would never wish for anything like that. You and your world. Okaze-san, is this the kind of world you wish for? Introspective, self-punishing, filled with lament and anguish. Unclear, pessimistic, unable to forgive, uneasy happiness. So what? Is it because my world is impure? Are you supposed to be some kind of angel or something? Are you punishing ugly me, trying to reform me, like in the movie It's a Wonderful Life? No, we are not such things. We are simply carrying out what needs to be done. Even if you consider it just a metaphor, it doesn't matter. But even so, I still wish. I hope that you will someday reach a wonderful place. Oh. I was going to say I have a happy life. And I arrived. At this end, at the end of the story. Here I am. Now let's open our eyes. Hey, I'm like a sailor. That's really cool. Arg, arg, arg. So, I am two of the same beings. We are just two people who looked at me from different angles, perspectives. Finally got a good look at your face, huh, officer? A woman pitiful and eerie, with exactly the same face as yours, laughed. You pulled your military cap down low and glared at her. Don't make such a scary face. That's impossible. There's no creature in existence that hates me more than I do. Look at this street. No one's here except for us. All there is hatred. Everyone's just looking out for themselves. In the first place, I am the owner of a terribly closed world. This is my world, my wish, a landscape that belongs only to me, where no one else can interfere, filled with my murderous intent. Officer, Colonel, you are me and I am you. You are not him, of course. I can't wish for him. I don't have that right. We are not strong enough to seek such a convenient conclusion. Waves crashing, stars shining, wind caressing my cheeks. In my world, even the faintest beauty exists. Do you understand how much of a salvation that is? Or if I were a more open person, someone who could truly empathize with others, a wiser person, perhaps more intelligence, a broader environment could have been here. You know, like the Big Bang. If you wish for it, you could create the universe. If only I could reproduce logical reasons like molecules. They could never do it. I'm dumb, and I know nothing. Only after losing everything do I finally realize my foolishness. Still desperately wallowing in self-pity? How pathetic. What an annoying bitch you are. You need help shutting up. You two said that and ended up laughing together. We're the same after all, just playing slightly different roles. You know now, huh? You check the feeling of the gun in your pocket. Yeah. Who am I? You are our sin, our weakness, our misery. Who are you? I am our resolve, our decision, our will. Thank you. Thank you for coming this far. I'm talking to you. Thank you for bringing her, our determination, this far. We are indecisive, unable to believe in ourselves, amorphous, pathetic, and too afraid of the world. Because you were there, watching, because you pushed us forward, we can start. This is not a world of judgment. This is a world of killing. A world where I fight to the death, deciding which one of us is right. Sin and determination clash, and the winner decides the fate of the story. If I win, we will be forever drowned in sin and regret, living miserably 100 times worse than death, crying every day, while continue to live in wretchedness, polluted, like moving corpses. If you win, come to think of it, what happens then? I don't really care about you, so I don't know. If I win, we'll become human. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't get it. Did you really forget, or are you just pretending to forget? I created this world to become human, to talk, to cry, to laugh, the most beautiful monster on earth. For that, you are in my way. Yes, you are in my way too. Something as decent as you isn't suitable for someone as tainted as me. If that's the case, words are unnecessary now. That's really how it is, huh? Thank you. Thank you so much. If it was just us alone, we wouldn't have had the courage. We probably would have sought an end. We wouldn't have even reached the starting line. Because you tried to understand me. Thank you. So, the woman smiled. Okaze Isana did, with the smile he loved so much. I felt the end of the story. From now on, we will kill each other. We will keep screaming until one of us dies. That's the story. This is the story of me, murdering me to pieces. Now, let's start the real story. A tremor, the world trembles. The world is trying to regain its true form. Our sins are trying to transform into their original shape. Into what I envision into my form. Oh no. Don't be some, Lovecraftian monster, please. Great. So it is a Lovecraftian monster. Hello, Lovecraftian monster. I was so sad without seeing you. Wow. That's Skeleton Girl. It was a gigantic monster, with a bright red body, a long neck, its face decayed, melting away, human-like limbs lost, dripping with blood from head to toe. It is me. You are me, and I am you. Okay, this music is pretty funky. The monster before your eyes, Isana Okaze, opens its mouth. Tell us something miserable, whore. A terribly filthy voice. And indeed that is the voice of the form I envision myself. What? Why are you hanging yourself right now? Die, 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 die. Die now, die lamenting, die while cursing. My sins, my weaknesses, wanted to kill me more than anyone else. Yes, you're always like that. You don't know how to do anything properly. You can't make any amends. Eternal silence, a peaceful death. There's no way I could. That's all you do, make excuses, like some heroine from a drama? If you truly feel guilt for your sins, you should go mad and die immediately. In truth, you never actually loved anyone. Just intoxicated by the word love. Someone like you are worthless. You cannot possibly love anyone. You shouldn't have been born. You should have died before you were born. can't deny anything she says. I don't have a single reason to deny her. But when faced with a massive sin, I feel nauseous. Tears well up and I want to gorge out my eyeballs. After all, isn't that right? That you have no worth. That means nothing you've touched is worth. Don't you feel sorry? You taint everything with your filthiness. You can't love anyone. You're not loved by anyone. No, that's not true. No, it's not true. No.
This really feels like the 6th trial in any Danganronpa game.
Despair against hope. Who will triumph? There's love that he gave me. What do you know? You who have sought peace by denying yourself? What do you have left to affirm now? Shut up. Who are you? Can you answer? Do you even have the right to answer? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Yeah, kill it.
Huh? What's with that tiny handgun? With such a toy-looking lump of iron? Can your sins be killed? Go, give it a shot. Do your worst, coward, traitor, worthless, incompetent fool. What's wrong? Your hands are shaking. You look like you're about to cry. That's right. That's how it should be. You're nothing but that. No matter how hard you try, you can't change a single thing in this world. You're an echo. You're a wreckage. Worthless. Nothing will change anyway. Shit. Damn it. Damn it. My hands are shaking. My vision blurs. Scared. Scared, scared. And I'm scared. To fight that means killing a part of myself. Is my determination stronger than my sin? Can I really defeat such a monster? Because I'm dumb, right? Because I'm weak, right? I know this better than anyone else. I'm weaker than anyone else. I've lived using that as an excuse. That sin will surely reduce me to dust with just a slight touch. It's clear. Something that can't see any value in itself. In this heart, in this soul, in this body. Something that can only crawl miserably, but... Yes, but you don't stray from your aim.
Is this like... this is the commander, is it?
Colonel, no, my master. Finally, truly we meet. You are... Can you see my face? Can you hear my voice? My revered, noble master. I know you. I've met you before. You are someone special. Yes, I am one of yous. When you created this world, you separated a part of yourself. I am your experience. Experience? Master, I know. Indeed, you were a fool. Your husband died from a seizure of his chronic illness. If you had been there, you would have known where the medicine was immediately. Yes. He was like that. That's why he died. You were a fool. In the end, you were deceived by the people around you, even by your mother. You've ruined many precious things, and things you've acquired, haven't you? But you raised your precious daughter well, didn't you? All alone, studying hard, reading many books and working hard. You were certainly not smart, but you tried desperately, and you tried so desperately. I see, I finally realized. She resembles her. No, they look exactly the same. In my life, the only truly, just one thing I could protect with my own hands, irreplaceable. Even so, you still carry the sins of decades ago in your heart, wishing for such a helpless world. Because, isn't it like that in the end? In the end, isn't it at the core of our hearts where they grow? My master, noble master, my queen who cannot escape from sin, I am your experience and your effort, your wisdom, your courage, your strength. When you direct the vector of your heart to a specific coordinate, I will always be there watching over it. Yeah, I'll never betray you. I see, so she was like that. Even within me, there is someone like her. Until this very moment, I didn't even realize that. No, I must have denied it. I don't have the courage. But now, if it's me who has arrived at this place, therefore let me ask, Master, what is your wish? Wish? My wish is... Don't you think... Oh, it's not about wanting to be loved by someone. It's not like I want to be happy or anything. I don't want to redo the past. I don't want to embrace eternal silence. My only wish is... I want to become human. What is a human? What is a human? The humans I know, the humans I believe in. No matter how dark the depths of despair, they are creatures who continue to reach for the lofty stars. Monsters of dreams and hope. I want to be that again. I need to. I have to be.
That is your wish. That's why this world was created.
Will you come with me?
As long as you aim for the light. Let's run through the darkness together.
Yeah. Yeah.
When she touched me, I felt something permeate into my body from her fingertips. I knew what I should do. I just learned how to do it. It's okay to tremble and it's okay to be confused. It's okay to worry, because that's also my duty. But beyond that maze, I want to believe there is hope. No matter how painful the journey may be, even if I'm swallowed by countless despair, someday I want to reach even the golden moon. I want to be a creature that continues to believe in that. But at the same time, I also believe from the bottom of my heart that I shouldn't exist. That's why I created this world. To either kill her or be killed by her. I can't help but laugh at how fair I am. I must defeat that miserable and terrifying monster. I grip the small handgun with all my strength.
Oh. What the hell are you people looking down on me like you're better than me? Light? There's no way you deserve anything like that. Die, why aren't you dead? It's unacceptable that you're not the unhappiest person in the world. Die, you are alone. You alone must die. My sin, my lament, my core, you have supported my shape. You were necessary for me. Without you, I surely wouldn't have been able to live. But now I have to overcome you. I have to defeat you. I must. The path to the future, the precious guidepost. I can't walk forward. I can't even reach for the starry sky. Shut your fucking filthy mouth up. Shut the fuck up. Bring it on. I'll kill you and tear you apart until you're in pieces.
Jesus Christ, that got deep. Okay, battle start. Okay. Are you kidding? I actually have to kill it. Master, do you know how to fight in this world? You cannot destroy that monster with lead bullets. You know that better than anyone. What you must load is a bullet of determination. But do not fear, do not hesitate. You'll be alright. Please trust me. Now. Okay. Cock the gun? Cock the gun. First verse. Okay, finger, HP. Fight phase. There was no hesitation. If I don't sacrifice something, I can't defeat her. I bite down on my index finger with my molars. Yeah, this is fine, I thought. This is fine. Only resolve and pain can dispel my defilement. I carefully packed my right hand's fingers into the magazine. Ah. It worked. That's right. This is all you've got. This is it, right? You. Do you think that by defeating me, you'll become something? Do you seriously believe you can become something beautiful? The pain made my heart throb. Blood dripped from my fingertips. My head felt like it was about to split open at any moment. But really, I felt alive. What I'm going to do from now on, I don't know, but I'm going somewhere. But if I don't beat you, I can't go anywhere. Determination attack. Type red suicide attack. What? Let's go with the ribs. I steady my breath. I press my thumb beneath my chest. With my nails, I tear through the flesh. I crushed the broken rib and loaded it into the magazine. Die! With this! Well, she's definitely dead now. You gave up too easily. You lost. Not to me, but to fear. Die! It was already too late when I realized. Well, I guess I need to restart. Her claws pierce through my body. With a roar that echoes from the depths of the earth, continues to slash my body over and over again, killing me continuously until I'm in pieces. There is no pain. Rather, it's more like something similar to silence. It was defeat. At the same time, it was also victory. Is that all? Did you come to this place with just that level of resolve? You really are a pitiful and dumb bitch. Now die, just as you wished. I'm sorry. Please take care of the rest. It's alright, don't worry.
Your soul will never find eternal peace. Even in the depths of hell, I promise to be with you. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, and goodbye. Oh well. I guess that's how it ends, guys.
Truly. Well, as you can see, it just closes the game. She's in eternal hell. Definitely nothing more to the game than that.
Click, 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 click.
Okay, can I go straight to the battle? Or is it just going to take me to the full fight? Yeah, it's going to take me to the full fight. I have to go through the first phase again. I steady my breath. I press my middle finger against my eyelid. In one breath. Yeah. Ah, it's painful. Phew, phew, phew. I thought the perfectly round eyeball in the palm of my hand was beautiful. We sacrificed many beautiful things. We regret, turn back, shed a few tears, and walk away. What a cliched story of futility. But I continue packing eyeballs into the magazine. Until she dies and until I die.
Hurry up and die, you dumb bitch.
That's what I say to myself every morning.
No one loves you anymore. Your husband is dead and your daughter has left you. All alone, what's there to enjoy? You're all alone, just die already. How dumb do you have to be? Even if I'll never be loved by anyone again, even if I'm crushed by loneliness, alone for eternity, the sky is beautiful. That's enough. That's more than enough.
Well, I guess we give up my lungs.
No pussy anymore.
If I do this, I might end up dead. First, even if I win this fight, I might be left with severe after effects. But still, I plunge my hand deep into my body. I tear through veins, I tear through organs. Instantly, the air drops circulating through my body. But this is my world. I won't die. The oxygen in my blood disappears in an instant. Still, the blood flows slowly from the holes in my body. Just suffering. Just agonizing suffering. Just unable to breathe clean air ever again. Oh well. It's okay. You can just breathe the air of your enemies. Ah! Boom. Though technically, I guess herself is the enemy.
To kill me is to deny yourself. You couldn't possibly have such resolve. You who have always run away from yourself more than anything. Who have smirked, flattered, and just tried not to get hit. Do you have the resolve to kill yourself? Die.
I got the resolve to kill myself. Of course I do.
Do you know what you're doing? You are trying to become a monster more than you are now. That's what it means to be human. No, that's your delusion. There's no such thing as being human. It's always the same. You're just denying yourself with reckless ideas and feeling good about it. Or maybe that's my shape. I'm fine with it. Denying, breaking, becoming something. Repeat that until death. Aiming for someplace good, somewhere. Aim for hope. Such a thing doesn't exist anymore. You're just walking towards a mirage. Even so, if you keep walking towards the direction of the mirage, someday you'll reach somewhere, right? I just call that hope for convenience. Pitiful, truly pitiful. You don't have any strength left, you know that, right? With the next attack, it's over. Bring it on. Come on, my sins, my weakness. But if you want to kill me, prepare yourself. I am a monster greater than you.
That's good. We like monsters. Well, give away my heart. To the monstrous side. If it's to kill you, I'll even wager my life. Placing my hand on my chest, I firmly grasp the heart. Thump, thump. Heartbeat, my heart's warm. Unbelievably strong, as if it's not my own. Just that made me so happy. I cried just a little. And then she cries. Rah! I pull out the heart, crush it in my hand, blood spills, dyeing my hands red. Good, this is good. Load the heart into the magazine. Even if I die, I'll kill you. It needs that level of determination. Die! Fool! Villain! Huh? That's not enough.
You knew, didn't you? In the first place, your life isn't that important to you, is it? Cough, cough. It's not worth much. Did you think you could kill me with just that? The sacrifice isn't big enough, you're alive. You're truly a pitiful and dumb bitch. If you don't wager something truly valuable, you can't win this fight. Rest assured, in the end, I'm the one to kill you. Her claws pierce through my body. Rah! With a roar that echoes through the depths of the earth, it continues to slash my body over and over again, killing me continuously until I'm in pieces. There is no pain. Rather, it's more like something similar to silence. It was defeat. At the same time, it was also victory. Is that all? Did you come to this... I'm sorry. Are you kidding? Could you imagine? Go in the game files and delete her. If it is, then I will kill this game. No, please spare me that. It's all I have left. Is it absolutely necessary? I just caught with the text for you. Is it absolutely necessary to do that? Okay, I got it. I'll fight with everything I have. And the fight phase. I bite down on my ring finger with my back teeth. Wait! Are you truly willing to throw away everything? Are you planning to forget everything that was important? No. Things with shape eventually break. Every time that happens, we're paralyzed with sadness. The fact we had something so precious, the things we received from what was precious. The warmth in this chest, I believe it will never disappear. So that's why I have to kill you. You get it, right? We were once taught the beauty of the sky. Just because the person who taught us is gone, if we forget how to look up at the stars again, what's the point of it all? Those who are left behind have to smile. Like idiots, we have to keep walking. That's the only thing you're supposed to do. You haven't changed at all. From the beginning. You seem different, but you're always the same. Yeah? Yes. Well then. Yeah. Shall we do this? I bite off my ring finger. I just really lost something precious. I guess she's giving her ring. Just to kill herself, okay. Or I guess to kill the demon that lurks within. Such a sad fate. How much time has passed since then, I wonder? I was so desperate, so I don't remember much. The moon rose once, many times. The seasons passed many times. By the time several stars had broken. She was no longer moving. The immense and terrifying monster remained collapsed on the ground. I looked down at the girl. Did I really lose? It's a terrible sight, isn't it? Did we really need to go this far? Was it not enough to deceive ourselves and somehow make peace? I tried all the time. Even I tried to do things right. So many times. I know better than anyone. Right, you really... Hey, are you really okay with this? We could stay here, it's fine. Even if we soak in eternal regret, it doesn't matter anymore. We no longer have anything left to protect. Even then, you still... Yeah. Okay. Right. Thank you. Because I had you, Yeah. So goodbye. You were the only one who truly understood me, and the best friend of my life. Goodbye, comrade, king of rebellion. You should follow your own path, the black journey that extends into the dark night. When you stop in fear, I will always be by your side. I will always be beside you, holding your hands. Yeah. Good luck and goodbye. Her form disintegrates into golden particles. And then she became a part of me. My beautiful one of me's. Welcome home. Welcome back, my precious ugly heart. Once you were loved so much. I stand up and look around. The world is beginning to unravel. This world has fulfilled its purpose, so it is about time to perish. That is the essence of a wish. Once fulfilled, it can no longer exist. My queen! When I turn around, she is there, smiling as usual. Lieutenant, from now on you can manage on your own, can't you? Let's go together. Yes, always together by your side. But from here on, you must go alone. You and I become one. Isn't that what you wish for? Colonel, you are probably a terribly ugly human being, fragile, weak, and perhaps filled with darkness. But I am immensely proud of you. Like the light shining on the sea, I think you are something precious. You're suddenly giving me a lot of praise. It's because I am, yet not you. I have been the one observing you the closest. Thank you, truly. Yes, thank you too. So then, let's say tomorrow will surely be a wonderful day. Let's go to the sea, eat sober and shaved ice, play a lot, get exhausted and go home? Yeah. The thing is, does this girl not have work at all? Oh, I love you, mother. I love you too, so much. This feeling, no matter what happens, I will never lose it. Once we were human. We dreamed of the day we can become human again. Like famished spirits fallen into hell, like Azura's wandering the battlefield. The day we became something right, something we once believed in, while being harshly interrogated by the monster dwelling deep within our hearts, with our thirst unquenched, with no one to hear our screams. Oh, I didn't have to read it fast. But I am human. Whenever I realize it, I am always surrounded by an infinite army. There is no way to escape. I have no wings to fly. So even though I hate it, I have no choice. We stand and we fight. With the shield and armor of love and courage. Are you kidding me? Now it passes. You who strive to be human, you who suffer to remain human, slaves to self-contradiction, you lovable damn monsters with your beautiful tattered wings. Go far away, eluding the interrogator's eyes, leaping over the infinite army. I wish far away to the edge of the universe and beyond. Farewell. Far away. When you think it's about to end, it didn't. It's dawn. The sky was terribly beautiful. I'm starting to laugh at this for real. Let's go. Let's go as far as possible. Even if I'm all alone. Even if no one else is beside me. Even if the future is pitch black. Even if I don't know where hope is. I have to keep going. Because we are monsters of dreams and hope. Really, it feels so good. Really, really, it feels so good. Let's go towards the distance. The distance. The distance. Future, I guess? Now we're having stuff credits. I mean, I guess final thoughts on the game. It definitely played like Danganronpa. Like, I feel like there was definitely heavy inspiration from Danganronpa. Like, the investigation kind of scenes. It kind of played like that, to be honest. Kind of played like, oh, investigate. I really felt the Danganronpa vibes. And then at the end, where it was kind of like hope versus despair, like, I guess
in this game it was like, you know, inner demon versus, you know, conscious, like yin and yang kind of thing. So that prediction was kind of right. I mean, most of my predictions were wrong. I had a lot of predictions. A lot of weird and wacky ones as well. So obviously all of them couldn't be correct. But I wish they used a bit more of the visual novel format. I would have liked to see a bit more in that aspect. I mean, the song is also really cute. But yeah, it definitely played like Danganronpa, and the ending as well felt like despair versus hope, you know? Especially with all the hope talk in general, like, there's always hope for tomorrow, always a hope for another day. Not that it's a bad thing. Still very enjoyable. I would definitely recommend this game. I mean, I guess I played the entire game, so I recommend playing everything else they've done, maybe. Or like keeping an eye out for the producers who made this game, you know, and give them love and support for making such an amazing game. I mean, look at the artwork, you know, the pixel art. You know, that in itself says how, you know, talented the artist is, at least. I don't know if the artist and the writer are the same. If they are, then they are very talented. And if they're different people, then they are still very, very talented. Maybe if I pay attention to the credits, I would see. I also like how it's in Japanese. You know, they just translated it to Romanji. Nya 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 nya. Nya 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 I guess I also felt a bit of like Totono with the you, like the specifically you're there, because I guess there was a fourth wall break, which I guess is kind of cool, but you know, I feel like this game could have had a bit more depth, and it would have been great. You know, if we knew. Wait, let's go towards the distance. Well, it's kind of like broken for me. Yeah, this game is very buggy. But yeah. I mean, we saw the ending, so I'm gonna say that is it for this playthrough. If there is more text that that's behind this, then I guess I'm sad I can't see it. But I don't think there is. I think it's just ending here. Oh no, there was. Oh well. I can't see it. It's a little sad that I couldn't see that because it's kind of like, you know, like if I did that, no, it still doesn't fix the issue. Well, it was a nice game. Can I? Yeah, like it just kind of still frames. I don't know why. But yeah, it had that little Totona feeling as well with the U wall break. You know, I would have kind of liked, like I feel like I would like to know more about this world and the story. I feel like I would have liked more, I guess, in the aspect. Like, I feel like if the game was longer, it would have, you know, been able to flesh out things. But I guess that's like the problem with most shorter games, I feel like, is that I feel like there could be more to the world, you know? But that's more of a me problem than the game problem. Like, I think for the short time it had, it was a nice, quaint story. But that is all for Meow. I hope Meow enjoyed. It was a human. Meow did enjoy. It was a human. I mean, was it a human or was it really an alien? Is a non-cat a human? I don't think so. Meow.